Oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen this week.
I bet we get more flashbacks.
I wonder if it's going to be a shorter episode.
Everybody be quiet. It's starting.
Welcome to the Book of Boba Fett watch party. Enjoy.
I am Dano. Welcome to another Book of Boba Fett. I've got a special guest. I'm going to just add him right away. What's doing?
What's up, dude? How's everything? Nothing much. Oh, wow. We already have some people there chatting already.
Screen too.
Yeah. My bad. It keeps cutting in and out. I don't know if it's me or I don't know the sound. You can hear me fine. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I could try to take it out. Oh no. Still can't hear anything. Okay. Yeah.
We can.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you could do that.
To get set up here, and then we'll.
No, it's still off. Oh my gosh, what? That has never happened before. That is crazy. I mean, I could try to read lips. I could try my best. This will be interesting. So, having some issues hearing you dance. Oh, okay. Oh.
Nobody hear me? Nobody can hear me. That's
Oh, okay.
you can hear me.
Oh, okay. There you go, Dan. Yeah, it keeps going in. Oh no, not Dan. Just give Dan like 2 seconds. He got you. He's got it. He's got it. Technically, we're good though. We're good. Dano can't hear you. Oh man, that's terrible. He's got the blue drink too. We're gonna have to just try to read lips. I mean, Dano Disney Disney's cutting him off. Yeah, Disney does not love you, dude. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Second. Oh, you know.
Oh, we might.
I bet that fixed it. Did that fix it? Is that way better?
Dude, you sound crisp. Whatever you just did,
Oh
keep
my
it.
god!
You sound.
You know what it is? The AirPods, the mic is broken, and it defaulted to the mic on here instead of my regular mic. So now that we've got the technical difficulties out of the way, how are you doing?
Dude, now that I can hear you, great.
Yeah,
That is so funny. Oh.
Oh, let me throw this up. Indie Outlaw dropped a super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Dan, we couldn't hear you, but I hope it's fixed now. Am I still coming in okay? Is it? I look crisp on the screen. You can hear me.
You look
Okay,
great.
Cool. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
you look great, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna move that. Let's move that right up there. Cool. All right,
Oh
so
my God.
last week was chapter 3.
Yeah.
And we had the fun Vespa bike, not bike. I don't want to say speeder bike because I think that does it a disservice to say speeder bike chase. They weren't speeder bikes; they were scooters.
Yes.
And when you say scooters, it makes more sense with how slow they were going, right?
Yeah, that is true. Oh my
Right?
dude, it was
Like when you call them what they are, scooters, then it's like okay, I could understand why they're a little slower. Still, it was kind of silly, and it was I think so far the weakest episode of the series yet.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Did
we're
you-
gonna have so. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest.
No, go for it. Go for it.
This is where now this is for everybody in the chat is where it's gonna get good. And you guys could comment and let me know and let Dan know. I thought honestly it was a really good episode. To be honest, you know why? And I think this is the sleeper, is because I'm not so focused, and you're not the only one. Everybody is kind of focused on that chase as well, and was slow. And I admit it was slow. But what I enjoyed about the episode and what really took it away from me was the ending. The fact that we're going to war with the Pikes, because now you know he's going to round up the bounty hunters. You know that there's going to... And spoiler, I actually have... I'm not going to drop it here, but I will say this. I actually know somebody that knows somebody that was a part of the writing team that knows a certain bounty hunter that we've seen before that will be in either this episode or one of the last three. These last three episodes, we're gonna get something really good. So that's kind of why I'm a little excited, and I'm not really invested in that that chick. Because honestly, I think we didn't get to talk about it. I wanted to say it here.
Yeah,
it reminded me of Back to the. It just really was like a whole Back to the Future thing. Really.
Oh yeah, was. It totally was. It totally, and you I look at that and I'm like, okay, that was kind of silly the way it was done, and I understand the harsh criticism that it's getting, and I do think it was the weakest episode of the three that we've seen.
Right.
But I still liked plenty about it.
Yeah,
there was a lot that I liked, and that's kind of how I am with most Star Wars. I don't have to always love everything about it, but I will always find something that I like. In particular, I've got here set up, I don't know if you can see, little Boba Fett riding the Rancor. Of course, I had to have that on the table. It will probably fall, just as a warning. I had to wedge a Allen wrench in between his leg so that he wouldn't fall forward. So we'll see if that lasts throughout the stream tonight.
Dude.
But it's always official if something drops on my channel. So
I mean, dude, and that's the funny thing. So this is another funny thing. Literally, I mean, I'm not a crazy big YouTuber, but the funny thing is that I was the only YouTuber who dropped Danny Trejo being that he was gonna be a part of the series. I was the only YouTuber that put it out there because, again, I know the same guy who knows people and told me about it, and I ended up putting it out there, and it ended up being true. So I was happy about that. So
that was a pleasant surprise. I love Danny Trejo. I mean, I grew up watching Desperado. From Dusk Till Dawn, all Robert Rodriguez's movies. I love them. In fact, one of the reasons I turn on the camera these days is because in the early 2000s, when I had the DVDs of all the Robert Rodriguez movies, in the special features, he'd do these things called 10-minute film school. And he would just it was a special feature in the DVD. You just walk you through, hey, this is how we shot this thing. And then we use computer to, these little 10-minute clips on how to make movies and do silly special effects stuff. And that kind of stuff got me into wanting to make movies, want to do fun things. And I mean, I don't make movies or anything super creative here, but it's what got me into...
You do YouTube, this is it.
Exactly. And it's that kind of stuff, that and Tarantino. But really, it was Robert Rodriguez, and seeing his, he had this philosophy he'd always drop called being able to work at the speed of thought. And so he'd mentioned that in a couple of those things where he's always talking about no, anything you do has to be ready. If you think of something, you need to be able to create it and make it right then. And that's something I've always implemented, and it's so cool that now we have Star Wars, one of my favorite things ever. Robert Rodriguez is working on it, and we're getting to see stuff that he's pulling in, like Danny Trejo as the Rancor keeper. And there's a lot of neat parallels between that. I saw a lot of people on Twitter were really good about pointing this stuff out, where they're saying the way he talked about the Rancor, so how they're emotional beings and they're used for fighting, but they're really gentle. Kind of paralleling his support for pit bulls. Yeah. Because in real life, he's a big advocate for pit bulls, and he's kind of using the same language, and he's describing the Rancor the way you would pit bulls. And as someone who owns a pit bull Rottweiler mix and has rescued a few in the past, that hit me. Awesome. I was like, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So I mean, again, I'm liking it. I didn't love the episode overall. I think it was definitely one of the weakest. But I still like it. There's still plenty I found. Even though I didn't love that chase scene, I loved all the cheesy tropes and them carrying the painting and the Meluron fruit and all that. I can get into that and still be like, that's good. That's fun.
I mean, it was good. I mean, I thought, I know that speed. I mean, we had talked. I know a whole bunch of people were talking about it, putting up the Power Ranger, putting up Power Ranger memes. I mean, it makes the most sense. But I mean, to be honest, that's really. I think this episode was more of a setup That's what I really believe it was for what's to come for these next 3 episodes. And that's kind of more where I'm sitting at is like, okay, now what are we really getting? Like, what's really in store? Because now that we're going to war with the Pikes, like I'm expecting like big things. Like I see people in the chat.
I hope so.
I mean, look, you have Dengar, you have, you still have Bosk. That's like the main, like the one that I'm really waiting. And like now, did you see that they put out this whole thing that supposedly Mando is supposed to be coming in this like new ship? Did you hear about this?
I did not, but that would make sense. He needs a new ship.
Well, yeah. So that's
And that means
they're
toys.
talking about.
So
Yeah,
they're gonna get me for another $350 or whatever, like I did for the Razor Crest, which should be coming this week. It should be coming in the
dude,
next week or so.
I hope you're doing
So-
a review because I want to see that. I
I
usually
absolutely
watch
will be.
reviews. Okay,
Absolutely
so
will be.
I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it. But yeah, no. Supposedly he's gonna be getting a new ship, and it might appear in the Book of Boba. Because remember, he still owes him a favor. So we still have to see him in this at some point.
At some
Like,
point,
these-
he's got to show up, right?
Dude, 3 episodes. I have a feeling. Do you think? Let me ask you this question. You think this episode will be an hour long, like or the 52 minutes?
I think so. I mean, it's definitely going to be longer than 30 or 33, whatever the last one was. It seems
30,
like they're
yeah, it was-
kind of. I mean, we don't know yet because there's only been 3. But right, the first one was
know.
kind of short. Second one was
Yeah.
longer, and then we got another short one. I'm hoping that means this one's going to be longer.
This one. Yeah.
But
At least like a 50-minute run, because I know the one that was 52, 38. So I'm hoping at least a 45 to 50. I'll kind of be okay with it.
so
I'll be
Explicit
good.
Baby's asking us, what do we expect for episode 4?
I'm expecting. I mean, I'll throw it first. I'm expecting
go for it.
a big name character.
Oh no, you froze. You froze. right when you said a big name character, you froze. What happened?
No.
Oh no, I can hear you. Okay, you're back. You're back. Oh no, you're
Okay.
choppy. You're like, I'm expecting a big name character. Oh, and then it froze and he's gone. We're full of. This is what I love about doing lives. Is that all the technical difficulties could just happen, and you never know what's going to happen. All right, you're back.
Disney. You know what it is? Disney heard. They possibly they
Uh-oh.
heard. Who I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna say. Yo, we're cutting them out. No, what I was gonna say was I wasn't gonna drop the actual name that I know of. I believe personally, I think it's either gonna be Mando or Bosk. I think those are the two that we might see in this episode. That's what I'm thinking personally.
Oh, I really hope it's Bosk.
Or possibly could see Kira.
I would like that too. I'd be
that would
really
be
into
one.
that. I'd
What
be
do you
really,
think?
really into that. I mean, we're gonna see. I think this is the episode where he gathers the families, right? Because at the beginning of the last episode, 8D8 was showing the map of the city and showed where the
Yes.
different, these are the
Different
Aqualish,
tribes,
this is the Trandoshans, whatever. So I think this is going to be the one where he gathers the families at the table, and they're like, "Why should we work with you?" And
Correct.
So so he has. I think this episode he's going to have to do something for each of the families.
Right.
And I'm hoping it's more of a focus on that. And as far as flashbacks goes, I don't know what we do with flashbacks now. Because the Tuscans are gone. And that
Well, that's the-
storyline's kind of wrapped up. So,
Well, that's the thing. So I know somebody was messaging me on Instagram or was asking me, hey, like, do you think that we're going to get a Vader? I definitely believe that we are. Because they did mention, like, for example, they did say that, but this is the thing. It's supposed to be they're supposed to do another season. But it could possibly be that we get also something
no.
with Vader.
I'm trying to throw your logo up here just so people know who you are and might find you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, man. I think we're gonna get something because remember they did say one of the articles that had came out before the season started was that we're supposed to get Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi time of flashbacks. We haven't really gotten that. Have not gotten that at all. So
Nope.
this would be the time now to focus on that time if they're gonna do it for like the next like last episodes. So yeah, I would focus on that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Indie Outlaw saying needs to be Bosk to help him get his cartel together. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the one. I think that's the one everybody is kind of striding for is Bosk. I don't think anybody really wants to see anybody else.
I mean,
Unless
Dengar would
it's
be
something.
cool. Forlom and Zuckuss would be cool.
Yeah.
But they're so like small B characters that I don't think anyone would care as much. But we got a little bit of a like in Empire. We got at least a little bit of a snarl out of Bosk. And
That
we've
is
seen
true,
plenty of Trandoshans. Plenty of
That's-
Trandoshans in the show, and they're giving the side eye, you know, like
Yeah,
I think
like
they've been
at
hinting
it.
at that. Yeah, they're hinting at it for sure.
Yeah, I
Indie
definitely think
Outlaw
so.
also
too.
drops Kira would be a waste to drop on episode 4. Oh, interesting. Maybe he thinks towards the end of the series or the end of the season,
To lead
like
it-
it'd be like
to,
a
to
end
lead
with her.
into season 2. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think either way. I mean, who's to say? I mean, she can't be on the side of the Pikes. You know, like where they work together. So,
Yeah, you wouldn't think so. I mean, after especially what happened in Solo.
makes the most sense.
Yeah.
No, man. To say.
Let us say they called it dealing with the Pikes. There you go.
Yeah.
They called it.
Yeah, you did. You called it. That's funny. Oh man, yeah. I mean, let me ask you.
He's saying keyword try to broker peace. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Try. Let me ask you this, because I know I was talking about it, and what do you think of the girl, the main character, the main girl from the biker gang? You think that she's gonna have a bigger role at some point? You think she still could possibly be something? Because they really kind of focused on her.
I think so. I mean, they dropped her in that trailer early on. You know, when we just see her like with the bike. I think there is going to be more to that whole game.
Scooter.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Scooter. You're right. I do think there's more there. There's definitely going to be more to that whole group. I don't know how they're going to come into play with the rest of this, but we still have the rest of the biker gang.
Yeah.
Right, the Nikto biker gang or whatever they are. They're still out there, and there's retaliation coming Boba's way. And so now he has his own little mini gang of like cyborg people. So I don't know if that's going to be a clash, but we don't even know if they can fight. They can slowly chase them down on their scooters. But we haven't seen them fight or anything yet, so I'm curious how that plays out. But yeah, we're definitely getting more.
I mean, when you saw them fighting Black Chrysanthemum, I mean, they really didn't do much. I mean,
they didn't do a whole lot, but I mean, what are you going to do to Black Chrysanthemum?
I mean,
And speaking of Black Chrysanthemum, he just took off. So I think he's coming back.
That was one of the I thought about. That's what I wanted to ask you. So I'm like, what did you think about that? Because honestly, I thought it was really funny. First off, the twins. We got to see the twins again, which a lot of people probably didn't think that was going to happen again, or maybe, but not right now. But I thought it was funny how. And I agree with Boba. Just like I wouldn't trust them. I know they're saying, yeah, they were just like, nah. If I was you'd leave.
And what was interesting about Black Chrysanthemum and the twins specifically is they said, "Oh, do whatever you want with him." They told Boba, "Do whatever you want with him. Send him back to the the fighter trainers or whatever." And they threw him away. Basically, they threw Black Chrysanthemum away. They said, "No, do whatever you want with him." And in that moment, that turns Black Chrysanthemum against them. So I think later when Boba has to face the Hutts or take them down or whatever, Black Chrysanthemum's going to come into play then to get his revenge for
I mean, we have to see them team up together. I mean, they did it in the comics, so I mean, it would make the most sense.
Jennifer's here. Hey, Jennifer, what's going on?
Hey, John.
Let's see. Indie Outlaw says flashback possibility: Boba taking care of the Nikto biker gang and dealing with the Pikes, leading up to his relationship with them in the present. Yeah, if there is a relationship with them in the present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, that's $1 million question. Because I mean, we saw in that one flashback where he was gonna go look for them after. Well, I mean, he either way he's coming. If he didn't take care of them then, he's gonna take care of them after. Because I mean, he has to get revenge. Well, I don't know if he's really gonna get revenge if that's the thing that he's gonna do.
And so this is the interesting part: is this is a new Boba, right? He said I'm no longer a bounty hunter. That's been like the key thing. I'm not a bounty hunter. He's not the Boba we've known him as for the his 3 minutes of screen time we had before to really go off of. And so he's not as ruthless. He's not as violent and brutal.
Yeah.
Yet in the show, I'm wondering if we're gonna get there. It would fit Robert Rodriguez's style to go with something a bit more brutal and like crazy, or like how we saw him at the end of Mando season 2 when they were on Tython. That was some like crazy good action, and I think we've kind of only seen that. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for too. We've seen a little bit of it in the first episode when the assassins attacked him. We got a little bit of it there.
Yeah,
but really, that's it.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten much, and that's kind of been my curiosity. Is like, and I know again, that was probably a setup. That was a taste that we just got, like a little teaser. But I'm just kind of like, are we ever? Because they did promise us that we would get something, like kind of grittier. That was what Robert Rodriguez said. So I'm just
I love this, by the way. How about Strono Tugs as a cameo in his ship? I don't know if you know who Strono Tugs is. That's a deep cut, Jeffrey. That's a deep cut.
No.
So on Maz's castle, there's a cook. One of the cooks is Strono Tugs. He's actually the same cook who makes the Galaxy's Edge cookbooks. And he's the one
Is
who...
he now?
Yeah, so at Docking Bay 7, I think it was Docking Bay 7 on Galaxy's Edge, he's the cook who makes all the food back there. So that would be really neat to see him, because they did make an actual, like, costume for him. He's in Force Awakens, like, briefly, for half a second. So that would be kind of cool if they... And speaking of that same scene, the Hask...
Yeah.
They're those weird little wolfman people with, like, the bug eyes.
Oh, yeah, I remember,
They were in that same scene. So it wouldn't be out of question to reuse some of those same costumes. So I don't know how serious he was about saying that, but it's actually possible.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started, dude, on the whole thing with Force Awakens. I don't know if you heard the news about that, but with with J.J. Abrams, I don't know. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm so upset about that. I mean, thank God they didn't
With the whole
touch
Coruscant thing, right?
Dude, that would have been terrible. That would have been so bad. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, seriously? How much more you want to... I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah.
Galen saying, you also have the water broker that I think added fuel to the fire against Boba, because he hired...
I agree.
Yeah, so he showed up, and I don't think we're done with him.
No, I don't think so
he's
either,
going to come and be kind of a pain in Boba's ass at some point. Like...
I think so too. I mean, they made a poster on him. Sorry,
right?
I would assume that they're gonna keep marketing him and he's gonna be used. I mean, I look at it like this: a lot of these characters that they introduce, they're gonna play a bigger role than what we just see in one episode. They're gonna come at some point and look at you drinking your blue milk. You're funny, dude.
It's funny. It's a Jedi mind trick from Oga's Cantina on Galaxy's Edge. I make it myself, but I got these new glasses in. So I don't know if you saw this Galactic Star Cruiser promo videos that have been out. The one that they got rid of with the actor, the young guy actor who was like, golly gee, that guy, they showed a part of the bar for like half a second. And in that, they served him a drink. And I hunted down the exact glasses. And they're these weird, it's like a weird cut glass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so I got them on Amazon today. So I was like, yeah, I'm using that for my my vessel of choice tonight.
Look at that, Amazon coming in the clutch. Who would have thought? I mean, Amazon is just Amazon, right? There we go. We don't promote any name brands over here on this channel.
Links down below. Affiliate links down below.
Yeah, right.
This is a good question. When will we see the... So I saw a poster, not that Star Wars tweeted or anything like that, but in Hollywood, somebody posted a picture of it's like a bus stop with like 3 posters, and you see Boba and Fennec, you see something else, and one of them is the Slave One. So the poster exists; it's out there, but they haven't shared it on digital media yet.
Well, I have breaking news, dude. I don't know if you heard, but I put it on Instagram. Tamora Morrison, they changed the name, bro. They really did.
Oh, to Fire Spray.
They really did. Like, it's really a thing. They really changed it.
So in the show, he's gonna call it Fire Spray.
That's what he claimed. Yeah, in one of the interviews, that's what he said. In
and
his
technically,
words.
that's the model of the ship, right? Like that's the when you look up that type of ship, it's technically a Fire Spray model.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. I mean, that doesn't bug me. Honestly, that doesn't bug me. Like I don't. It is what it is.
I mean, it's 2022 at this point. It is what it is.
It is what
things
it is.
are cheap. We just have no choice. So, but
I'm not gonna get hung up on that at all. Like that.
I'm not either. I know a lot of people do, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying. I didn't know if that was okay to say, but I just thought about it.
Honestly, anything's okay to say here on the channel. Like, go for it.
To be honest with you, I know a lot of people get upset about it. Look, at least we're getting it, man. Like, at least we're getting to see it. That's all I care about. So I'm all cool with that. So I don't care. Now, when will we get it? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would assume it has to be like, I would say honestly, this episode, this or the next one, because the last episode has to be everything intact. So I mean,
we're halfway through. Tonight's the halfway point.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's kind of like a put up or shut up kind of moment, because from what I'm seeing is like a lot of the fandom, and these are like actual parts of the fandom, not the people that are just like ready to hate anything Disney does with Star Wars, because that's its own group too. But people who are like actually been enjoying a lot of the stuff,
they have
they're finding this boring, or they're finding this not hitting the same way Mando hit. And so it's kind of interesting.
I've spoken. I've spoken to a lot. I have a friend. He's a big OT guy, and he has, he used to be in the 501st. He's out there from Cali. He has a whole bunch of people from the old school 501st, older guys, and a lot of them say the same thing. It's just very boring, very boring.
And see, I personally don't think it's boring, but I understand why people would say that. Like I don't find it boring, but I could see why people would feel that way. Like I think get it.
I think a lot of people are just upset at the way that the story is being told, because it's not the Boba that they know.
Sure.
That mysterious.
Also, like the Boba we made up, like because we didn't have much to go off of, so that a lot of that's in our head, like, and a lot of that happens on the back of the toy box, where it says the most notorious and feared bounty hunter. Those colorful words really build it up for us in our brains. So for years we've been, getting the toys and thinking like, oh no, this he's a baddie, man. No one messes with this guy. When, all we've actually seen is him walk around. I mean, he stood up to Vader. That's pretty ballsy to stand, to like that. You got to have some balls to do that. And
it's true.
Other than that, he kind of, he fought a little bit and then fell in the Sarlacc pit.
And I guess that's kind of what you know what it is. I think with this, to be honest, for me, I'll be honest. I've said this even on my channel. I'm not I'm not really a big Boba fan. Like I'm really not. But I'll be honest with you. When I saw that episode in The Mandalorian, I was like, this is the type of Boba I would not mind seeing in a TV show. Now, if they did it just like that. Now, look, I get it. Not every episode can be him destroying stormtroopers, or whatever the case may be. I get that.
And I like that they're giving him story. Like they're giving him real characters. So I like that.
I'm totally cool with it. And I think that, to be honest with you, I think that I really like the direction that they are going, because again, you're taking, like, for example, they brought things from Solo. Like, who would have thought we would have been going to, war now with the Pikes? Like, who would have ever thought that? Right. So I think that's kind of cool, because now it gives you that opening of bringing those characters from that movie to this possibly. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I really enjoy. And that's the big sleepers. Like, we're not, and it's funny because a lot of OT fans actually really liked, they like Rogue One, or they like the Solo story. Like they like that that Solo thing. So I think that would be really cool to see that incorporated at some point a little bit more.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. And so, we can, they can bridge that with Kira, bringing in, they already have with the Pikes, with Solo at least.
Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of people I see in your chat are like, Han Solo. And it could be, man. And that's the beauty of it, too. That's another thing, is like they have unreleased footage, unseen footage, shall I say, of Han, Luke, and Leia. So that can come into play at any point. Like, they can use it.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it'd be weird, and I don't know if they would, but we could technically have a Han, Luke, and Leia reunion in this timeline, at least.
Oh, dude, we're getting that. I mean, I think that
do you think we're gonna get it in this show?
I don't think in this one. I think it'll happen more in The Mandalorian. I think, if anything, or whatever happens with that, because that's a whole nother ball game. I know they're supposed to be changing the title of that after season 3. They're gonna change it. So that's kind of the talk in the air, because again, you have to tell the story of Grogu now, right? You introduce that. We have to know what happens with him at the Jedi Academy. What is, does he know Kylo?
Why is he not exactly? Why is he not around during 7, 8, and 9?
And then,
where is he?
And then, like, the other question is like, because this is canon now, obviously, Knights of Ren, they're here before, so like we should be seeing them at some point too. By the way, did you see that fan film that came out?
I did, and like I instantly saw it, and I was like, okay, that's definitely a fan film. I had a couple people send it to me, and I was like, okay, this is a fan film. It would be cool if it was real.
Oh, dude, it looked great.
But it was like, my first comment was, that's too good. I was like, that's a little too good to be, what they're gonna put out. But I did like it. I thought it was cool. It was a fun watch.
I mean, the only thing that this is the problem, is like people are getting so deceived by it if you look at the Knights of Ren, the mask that he like the helmet that he has is not even like that Rhino one that we saw in that. So it's like people are like, oh, Knights of Ren. Like there was only one with the lightsaber. There was only one person with that. So there wasn't two, and that guy's helmet was totally different. So yeah.
And just the whole look of it was like, okay, there's something, you know.
Badass.
It was cool. It would look good. I think it looked great, but it was just like, this isn't what Disney would do. This looks like a cutscene from a video game.
I mean, yeah. It does. I mean,
in the best way, though. I mean that in like the highest compliments. It looked absolutely like great.
I mean, dude,
but like it looked like a cutscene from a good video game.
Dude, it looked like the thing. I think if it's not, what is it? I know it's Unreal Engine, and then they have the other one, Cinema Captures or something like that. The ones who did the Darth Revan and Malik fight. Did you get to see that little like thing that they did?
No,
I gotta send it to you, dude. It's really good. Like it's really good. It looked like that, bro. Really, really good. So
cool.
Yeah, but it wasn't them. So because they even confirmed it because they're like big ones for like making all these like little fan things, and they were like, no, we didn't do that.
Yeah,
no, we don't know.
All right,
we still have
here.
Yeah,
I know we got a super chat coming. I'm gonna wait for it to pop up. It's gonna pop up here. There it is. Indie Outlaw says we're just building up to Heir to the Empire. I think you're right. We're really.
You spoke about that.
They've hinted at Thrawn already. We know Ahsoka's going to be kind of more focused in that kind of era or whatever. We're with Thrawn, so yeah, we are building towards it. Slowly, they're kind of placing the little blocks.
Yeah.
But I do wonder sometimes, like as someone who is a fan of the sequels and does like what Disney's been doing with this, sometimes it seems like they're not quite. We like to think that they're laying these little bricks to build up to something bigger. And then sometimes we find out after the fact, like, no, they were just flying by the seat of their pants. Rise of Skywalker. It was very much like, oh, no, that was going to be something totally different. And then we just shoehorned JJ back in, and it became a completely different story. It's like, wow. How does...
Did you get to see Colin Trevorrow's version of, 8 and 9?
I saw some of it. I saw, well, not 8, but I saw 9. I saw some of the script for 9.
Right.
I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I wish we would have got that instead.
Yeah, they have like the art. They had the artwork for it. I forgot the guy's name. I think Colin Trevorrow was the one who was. He was the one that was. Yeah, he was the one that put it out or something like that. I forgot. Somebody put it out. Or Andrew Weinger is the one who put it out. I'm sorry. That's the artist who kind of made the whole thing and made it into like a little mini comic book. It was all over Twitter, and dude, it looks really, really good. And would have been
that's cool.
Would have been a cool version. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but yeah. It was good.
Yeah, and again, like with what we've got, I'm fine with it. Like I'm not one of those people who's gonna be like mad about it because I deal with a lot of people, especially when I cover stuff on like Star Cruiser. I attract a lot of people who are anti-Disney and just don't want anything to do with what Disney's done, and so they're mad at me because I'm not mad. It's one of those kind of things. They're like, how can you not be outraged at all this? I'm like, I don't know. I get it. I like it. But whatever.
Because guess what? You're still gonna spend money on it. Like that's the thing. We complain. We have this tendency. We see something, we don't like it, but guess what? We're still gonna go to it. We're still gonna do it. We'll find a way, and we'll complain about it. But guess what? When we're there doing it, we're gonna be like, oh my god, it was the best experience ever.
That's what it comes. That's what I'm expecting from Star Cruisers. Like, look, the marketing hasn't been great, but from what I've seen, I'm probably still going to love it. I'm going to get there and just be like, this is amazing. I know how I am. I know how.
Yeah. I mean, you hope that the actors that are there do a good. I mean, I wouldn't.
They're going to give it their all. Those cast members are going to give it everything they've got to make sure we have especially with all the bad press. They're going to show up to work and try their hardest, and I'm there for it. Like,
I feel like that lightsaber, they're gonna make it like more real than what it like was before, or make it like legit. It's gonna be like a real lightsaber. Like they're gonna be like,
you cut someone in half with
it. Nah, they're gonna be like, nah. You thought because we took down the little trailer that we put out, because we took it down, it was gonna be bad. No. That was just a joke. That was a game. We wanted to prep you guys up. We actually have real lightsabers.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing if they did something like that.
That would be, dude. That would be.
Jeff throws in, I wonder if Heir to the Empire trilogy is filmable. That's a good question. I mean, because they'd have to change a lot of stuff, just given with where we're at in Disney's current canon. But, yeah, there's stuff... I don't know. I mean, they can also do anything nowadays.
Well, Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Bad Batch, I mean, I'm just this is going off. I mean, look at the Bad Batch, like the last episode. You know, you have Mount Tannis, which is kind of cool. You're getting, the beginning of like the cloning facility and everything like that. So at some point, even there,
Yeah.
you're gonna get Thrawn, right? Like at that point. So, I think the whole Heir to the Empire, I think, can be done. Now, will they do something like that as a movie? I don't think yet. I think in years to come,
Yeah.
maybe they might touch it because it's still too soon. I mean, and I think they want to tell other stories at this point because I think what, like at the end of the day, this person's story has been. So I think they're gonna focus more like now on Thrawn, Ahsoka. Like these are the characters they want to really touch more on. So.
Yeah. So earlier I put up a poll here in the little chat asking,
Oh, yeah.
are you liking Book of Boba Fett so far?
Oh,
As of
God.
right now, we've got 108 votes, and 72% are saying yes.
Wow. Okay.
2% are saying no.
not
21%
bad.
are saying kinda. And then 5% said meh.
Meh.
So,
Meh.
interest. I wanted like more, I didn't want just yes or no. I wanted the little
Right.
kind of gray area.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that 21% are kinda, but a good majority are yes. So that's cool.
Because
I'm glad.
it's good. I it's funny because like I know you had said this before, and again, obviously we know the reality is that the fandom is divided. I guess, right? That's what's said. But with the sequels, like you said, you like the sequels, right? And
Yeah,
that's
for the
awesome.
most
And
part.
to me, I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like I personally, I'm grateful that we even have content. Like that's how I see all of this. Like I can't even sit there and say like I judge. Obviously, look, we're YouTubers, we're fans. We're always gonna have our input and our intake and what we think can be done better. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, how great is it to sit there and say like we actually have a Star Wars show like that we can.
We
sit
have
here
stuff
and
to talk
watch?
about. We can sit here and talk about this stuff.
Yes, like it's
so,
not like Marvel, like where they're killing it with everything.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Marvel's on top of the game all around right now.
Well, what 2022 and 2023 is going to be Star Wars' year, so that I know
hope
for a
so,
fact.
man. I hope so.
That
But I
know
mean,
for a fact.
to your point, like growing up, like when I got into Star Wars,
Yeah.
in school there was like 3 other people to talk to. Like there was 3
Yeah.
other kids, and one of them maybe was as nerdy about it as I was. And
It's
so
true.
it was always hard to find people who were like, "No, I want to get into this." Because what got me into
Yeah.
it, and I'm 38 years old now, and I got into it
Right.
in like 1996. And
Wow.
it was on TV. I stayed home from church. I didn't want to go to church, and I stayed home, and Empire was on TV. And I was like, what is this? I see the Tauntaun going across the snow, and I get sucked in. I'm watching it, and we get to the whole Darth Vader, no, Luke, I am your father thing. I'm like, oh, okay, I know the cultural references to this. I've seen it referenced in shows and movies and stuff. And I was like, this is Star Wars. Wow, I like this. This is good. And so shortly after I got into the collectible card game, customizable card game, Star Wars CCG, basically Magic the
Okay.
Gathering, but Star Wars. And
Yeah,
in
yeah.
those cards was all this little, you get like a card for this Cantina alien and that random ass character. And it was like all these little things, and there's little paragraphs of lore telling you who they were. And because it was so hard to find people who were that into it, I would just sit there like read the cards while the movie was on. I'd like every day come home, pop in a movie, and then like just sit there and thumb through the cards and buy more. And so that's where my Star Wars knowledge comes from, is original trilogy, weird minutia about like the crazy alien Kit who looks like a mantis, or Cave, the little one that looks like a bat, like learning their little tiny
Yeah.
whatever. And so to grow up with that and then kind of have nothing after the prequels ended. Like the prequels came out, like that got me through the late 90s, and then we had episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 till like mid 2000s.
And then
there
the
was just a
Clone Wars.
dry spell of like nothing.
What do you
I mean,
think?
we
Did
had
you
there was
enjoy-
Clone Wars.
Are you
Okay.
like a fan of the Clone Wars, like the TV show?
I find it hard to get into. There are
a
certain
lot of
arcs.
episodes.
It's a lot.
It's a
Like
lot of them.
for me, the first season is slow, and because I didn't watch it when it came out, at that point
I know.
I had babies. Like I had kids
Okay.
very very young. I was like early 20s when I had my first kid. So
wow.
I didn't have time
I just
to.
had my first.
Oh, dude! Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you.
It gets fun, and then it doesn't, and then it gets fun again. So there you go. Minor
No sleep the first year, so yeah. I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
is a lot of.
Yeah, no, it's it goes in waves. But
I
now
hope
my
so.
oldest is 16 and my youngest is just turned 13. So it's
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know if it's kind of fun, kind of not at the same time. But at the time Clone Wars came out, they were like
Right.
little. They were like one I think was like 2 or 3, or maybe 3 and like 1 or something like that. So I missed
Right.
out on all of the Clone Wars era while it was coming out. They were babies. I just didn't have time. But by the
Yeah.
time Disney had taken over, and we started to get stuff, with Force Awakens, we started to get Rebels, stuff like that.
Right.
Then the kids were more, they weren't babies, and I was able to actually spend my time watching this kind of stuff and getting back
Right.
into it. So there was a dry spell there where there was just no
I
Star
know.
Wars in my life, and then all of a
I
sudden
know.
now, like you're saying, here we are, Disney. They're pumping
Yep.
out content. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Kind of on the regular. It's a little bit of a dry spell towards the end of last year, but we're
Yeah, I
getting
mean,
back into it.
even now, I mean, even with Boba, like, there's still like kind of a little bit of a dry spell. I think now things are picking up because I would say this week it started picking up a lot more, just because like now we only have like what 3 episodes left. So like I know now, for example, they're talking already about the next show that's to come out. So like
Yeah.
that's now what's catching heat. So I mean, again, there's supposed to be a whole series of shows. Yeah, you're still young, dude. I mean, 38 is not bad at all. You're still young, so I mean, dude, you're still a kid. I mean, shoot, you're doing this, so you're still a kid, man. I don't care.
I try. The hair's telling me otherwise, but
Hey, listen, I have it too somewhere. I just pluck them out. I mean, I'm at the point where I can still pluck them out, but it's okay though. I mean, I'll embrace it eventually. But yeah, no, yeah, man. I think that I think for Star Wars, I was talking to somebody about stocks and all this stuff, and I'm not a stock guy. I don't know anything, but I could tell you this. I know that Star Wars is going to hit. I know like Disney overall is going to start really going up. I mean, their stocks have to. I mean, the TV shows, I mean, I see here somebody mentioned Moon Knight. I mean, overall what they have to what Disney has done so far with Marvel, not just with Marvel, but with Star Wars as well. It's going to the revenue is going to shoot up. And then like you said before, merchandise as well. Like that's a whole nother. We're not even thinking about that. Like imagine what Grogu did, and imagine what other characters that we don't
Yeah.
even know that are to come. That
and
can
it's
do that.
it's interesting because the way the Star Wars merch releases have been, they come after the fact now because you can't spoil anything. We live in the
Right.
age of everything's going to get spoiled by toys. And
Yeah.
growing up, I used to judge a movie based on the toys before I saw the movie.
Did
If the
you really?
toys, yeah, like growing up, I was like, if the toys suck, the movie's gonna suck. If the toys are cool, the
Really?
movie's probably gonna be cool. And that was my philosophy for the longest time.
Okay. Wait, so I have to ask you this. Did you like Phantom Menace?
I did. At the time, I
Okay.
did. And then I went through like a little period where I was like, yeah, okay, this movie's kind of weird. And now I still
Okay.
like it. I still put it on. And I'm like, no, I like this.
Well, you
But
have
I
to
don't think
admit-
the toys are great.
Okay, so
At the time, I did, but I don't now.
yeah, it's so funny because like now we have like the 6-inch and all that, and like
Oh,
back
yeah.
then, it was the 3.75, and I remember having like the original toys and playing with them, and like the arms didn't really bend; they just were like
Yeah,
they were like like yeah, and you put the lightsaber on, and that was
Yep.
it, and crazy funny quick story. I remember when I first my dad got it for me. I had Qui-Gon and I had Anakin. I had Qui-Gon and I had Obi-Wan versus Maul, and my dad has this deck, and then there's grass in the bottom. Long story short, Obi-Wan's lightsaber fell into the grass, never saw it again, and that was like so
Oh,
traumatic for
no.
me. I was looking in the grass. You're not gonna find this
Oh, I
little
know.
lightsaber, and I was like
been there.
so devastated. My dad was like, "Yeah, no, we can't get you another one." Like that was like a lot of money, so I was like, "No." But my point being is that they were so small. I thought I was like, I wasn't really into it, and then like we started getting like the bigger figures. I was like, okay, this is what I could live with, and I guess going back to what you were saying, if the movie was bad, because I'm like, I thought the toys were pretty bad, but the movie was great. So I'm like, I don't know if that, but no, I get what you're saying though.
But like growing up, like Jurassic Park, I love the Jurassic Park toys, and that became one of my favorite,
okay.
like best movies ever. And so that's kind of where I started.
Yeah.
I was like, well, the toys are good.
Are you into the new? I don't really. I used to follow
I
like the
collect
original.
them.
Like, okay,
I still
you do?
buy them,
Okay.
but I don't make videos on them. I did for a little while, like when they first started, when Mattel came out with all the new Jurassic like Legacy stuff.
Yeah.
I started doing videos on them here on the channel, and they did okay, but it seemed like the audience here on the channel didn't know what to do with me, because I'd put out a Jurassic Park video and I would lose subs. I would just lose like.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, anytime I do anything different that's not explicitly Star Wars, I take a big hit in subs.
Really?
They did like unsubscribe.
Really, because I mean, it's funny because one of my friends was telling me, you know, like he was basically saying like, you know, kind of like branch out and do other things, and I was like, I'm like you, I'm like, I don't know, man, because you know, like usually when you focus on one topic, that's what people kind of want to go, and that you're their go-to. Because once you start getting to other stuff, they kind of start like, all right, he's putting out too much, and it's like too many notifications.
And so the interesting thing about when I was doing the Jurassic videos is I was worried that would happen. So what I did is I was doing double work. I would review Jurassic videos and Star Wars toys, and on the same day release 2 videos, so that I could say, hey, don't worry, I'm not changing the channel. I'm also releasing Star Wars stuff. Stay tuned later. It's going to come out at 3 o'clock or whatever. And then didn't matter. Didn't matter.
And then also too, the views go down. The views go down because now that video that was probably trending and was a hit goes down because now you just put another video out. Like, and that's the thing.
It ended up hurting my channel more than it did a benefit. So I was like, I could either start another channel and just do that, but then I'm starting fresh. I'm starting from scratch, and I'm like, then I'm not going to get any views. And then what's it all for? So I'm like,
maybe you could do a Jurassic Park channel, a Jurassic World
I was
channel.
thinking about. I mean, I have a ton of videos that I still have on the channel that did okay, but again, there was still it hurt. I would just see the subs drop by like 100.
I know,
and be like,
it's especially like for example when you're first starting out. Oh my god, dude, every sub counts. I'm like now I'm at 753, and I'm like I just got over, and I'm like I hope I stay there, and then it goes down. I'm like no.
So I did a thing with shorts. I don't know if you're trying shorts, but I did shorts not too long ago, like a month or two ago. No, a little bit longer. It was probably July or August. For you?
Doesn't work for me either.
I lost 100 subscribers in a day.
You're
just
lying.
100 disappeared that first day. I was like, okay, maybe I should never do shorts again. And so I've tried to trickle them in here and there, and I still see a loss.
But
every time I do them.
What was your short on, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, so the reason I think maybe I lost so many was I got the holocron from Galaxy's Edge, and I forget what it was. It was a Galaxy's Edge short. But it was like, guess the kyber crystal color that I'm holding or something. And if you have the Force, you know, and you guess it right, leave it in the comments, and then let me know if you got it right, and then I'd reveal it. But I did it for every color of holocron, or every color of kyber crystal. And so I released like 6 different shorts at once. And they looked all the same. And so I think maybe that's what it was, that people were like, okay, what are you doing? Why do you have 6 of the same video going on at once?
Okay.
Hey, Faith the Surfing Pit. I don't know if you've ever heard of Faith the Surfing Pitbull.
No.
Down in San Diego, it's this pit bull that literally jumps on a surfboard and surfs in competitions.
Really?
I've met the owner a couple times. Really cool dude. Great kids too. They come to like the droid meetups and stuff. But it's cool. It's just funny to see that. But yeah, it's literally a pit bull that surfs on a surfboard and wears sunglasses. Funny. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That is funny. That is funny. No, but that's awesome, dude. No, yeah, I mean, I would say, dude, I mean, to be honest, now, you know, the one thing that I don't like about the shorts is that you can't put a cover on it. That's what I don't like. You could like, you can't put a thumbnail like,
whatever.
That is what pisses me off, because I'm like, you know, you're just kind of getting a thing from the video, and it's like, I don't want to put that, but then it's like, you know, the only ones that really do good are like lightsaber ones or cosplays. Like those are like really, really good. Like I know, like my friend does it. I mean, he has like over freaking 4,000 views. I'm like, dude, for one video. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I wish.
And for some, shorts are taken off. I'm like, wow, they just hurt me every time I do them. They just hurt me.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. This is the owner, James. He says, check out Faith's Instagram at Faith Surfs. You can see Faith, down to there in the little. In the water. It's the coolest thing.
I'll definitely be giving a follow on Instagram. I think my channel has 3 subscribers and I don't care. Yeah, no, listen, man. Those 3 are the ones that you care for the most. those are your loyal ones. Those are the ones, your day ones. All it takes is just 3 to make it. So
I couldn't narrow down my interest that much. It's hard. Yeah. Because I mean while I cover Star Wars now, I started this channel doing artwork. I was painting Tom's shoes That's where I started.
That's how you
And
started,
then-
really? Wow.
Yeah.
And then
My
you
first
did reviews
videos
on lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge. I remember.
And you know
I
what it
used to watch
was? It was we went to I went to Disney parks. We were there for Celebration actually, and during Celebration, I had brought like some pairs of shoes that I'd painted to like film in the park to be like, oh, let me make a video of them in the park or whatever. And my youngest son at the time wanted to build the lightsaber at the lightsaber station where you put the little plastic
Right.
pieces together and all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's make a video. While we're here, screw it. Let's just make a video. And I did, and I put the video out. Whatever, didn't do too hot. Went on making more art videos and whatnot. And then I checked like 3 or 4 months later. I was like, oh, wow, that lightsaber video has like 60,000 views.
Oh,
what
wow.
happened? Why did that take
dude.
off? And so I had an annual pass that year, and I was like, well, let me go back to that lightsaber station and film another video and see how it does. And I just filmed me like, hey, this is how you build Darth Vader's lightsaber at the station. Put the pieces together. That was it. And tested it out, and it did well. And so I was like, I went back on another trip, and I was like, all right, I'm going to film like 6 of these. And I had my girlfriend at the time just sit there and film me, and I would just go around the station and be like, this is how you build Kanans. This is how you build Anakins. And just filmed a bunch of videos on one trip and released them every couple weeks. And I was like, okay, so I guess I'm a Star Wars channel now. and I was like, you know what? I got a bunch of stuff in storage. I can start talking about my collection. No more art videos.
That's it. That's how, literally, dude. That's how it starts, bro.
And I just dove in. I was like, well, this is a good thing. I really love Star Wars. So,
and
here I am. Look at this room. This is ridiculous. Now.
Look at you, and look at you now, and look at you now.
Yep,
dude. I have to hop off. I
glad you stopped by.
Dude, I am. Oh, go ahead, do your thing. I know you got to do the little.
Oh no! Thanks for joining, Johnny T Zone. Thanks for subscribing, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude, I was really glad you came in, chatted for a little bit.
Oh, dude, it's always an honor to be on your channel, man. It's such a pleasure. Like I said, I'll always tell my story, man. I remember being on my old job, like literally a couple years ago, and just watching your channel, and then now I'm here, so this is great. And like I said, you've been on my channel, and I'm so grateful to be here on yours. And again, you are an honor. You are such a delight, man. Thank you again. And
you're welcome to come back whenever. So we'll see how tonight's episode goes.
Yes, dude. Let's hope that it's a good one, and hope we get a big spoiler, hopefully, and get to talk about it next week, because I know you're gonna kill it tonight too. So, but anyway, thank you for having me on again, dude.
Absolutely,
Rock
man.
out.
Absolutely.
Later, man.
Have a good night. Take care.
Too, man.
All right, that was fun. Always a pleasure having Darth Eternal here. Make sure you guys check out his channel. I just got rid of the where was it? There it is. Darth Eternal News, Theory, Speculations. He's dropping some nuggets there of good stuff. So I would definitely recommend following him here on YouTube. Awesome guy. Glad to have him. Great guest. Hopefully we see him next week again. All right, let me throw a couple of your guys' chats on here. Dana, would you pay extra to ride around on a Rancor or a Bantha at Galaxy's Edge? Would I pay extra? Like Lightning Lane extra? Yeah, I would drop extra money for that. So, James, you remember the painting vids? You're that old school? I did not know that. I didn't know you were around watching the channel back in the painting vids. That's really cool. I had no idea. Yeah, Rancor. Your channel has 3 music projects. I don't want to host one. That's fair. That's cool, though. I didn't know you were into music. He said 39 minutes left. Now we're down to 27 minutes? 27 minutes. Right? No. 37 minutes. My bad. We stand Dano in this house. That's right. Love it. Oh, yes, sir. Wow. I had no idea. That's cool. That's actually really cool. All right. So I want to know from you guys here in the chat. I'm going to put a poll up real quick. Okay. Do you think this week's chapter will be over 40 minutes? Okay. I'm going to put that right in a poll here. And no, go ahead and vote on the poll. I'm curious what you guys think. I put 40 right in the middle, because 33 or 34 something like it was like the first one, and then we get a longer one at like 50 something, and we got a shorter one last week at 30 something. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this week's chapter will be over 40 minutes, like one of the longer ones, or no? Do you think it's going to be one of the shorter ones? I'm very, very curious. Gadget Trish, glad to see you here. I had no idea I had painting. Oh yeah, go if you look at my channel and you hit videos, you can sort by like most views, oldest to newest, newest to oldest. If you look at the oldest ones, my first video ever was me painting Anna and Elsa from Frozen on a pair of Toms. And in the video, I put them in my freezer. I don't know why. I just remember like the pictures that I took for it. I just thought it was funny and stupid and silly to put them in the freezer. But I put like white tissue paper with some of those glow cubes. I think I have some. If you've ever bought drinks at Disney, like at Trader Sam's or whatever, they put these glow cubes in the drinks. You know, and I have a ton of them because obviously Trader Sam's, come on. But I put these to like light up in purple and blue against the white tissue paper inside the freezer. And that's what I took my promo pictures with and did like the beginning of the video. So it's literally me putting Frozen shoes into a freezer. It's stupid. I'm an idiot. It was funny. Speaking of Trader Sam's, let me refresh and re-up my Jedi mind trick. I made a whole thing full of them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to want multiple. I see Tom Hudson's back. Or I see you now in the chat. Crimson Dawn tonight, you think so? You think so? I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope we get something like that. I wonder if it's going to be like a end of series finale or end of season finale. All right. What do we got here? Did I miss anything? You missed Darth Eternal. Always a pleasure having Darth Eternal on here. Someone was asking earlier about my Rancor. That is not a Black Series. The Black Series one did not get funded, which someone else is asking about. I bet Hasbro is kicking themselves now. Yeah, they probably are kicking themselves now for not getting that funded. Timing. Bad timing. But this is a 3.75-inch scale Rancor. I believe this is a 90s one. Power of the Force. And someone earlier was also asking about my Boba Fett figure. That is a Force Link. Is it a Force Link? It's not a Force Link. It's just like a regular cheapo one that I had. I think this is the one that came with the Force Awakens Slave 1. Which is like smaller, dinky Slave 1. It came with the Boba Fett. And the reason I think it's that is because the jetpack is so plain. But all I did was paint it black on parts of the arms. And then take a little bit of black cloth, put it around his neck, and put it around his waist. That's it. That's all I did. And I'm like, now it looks like the current Boba or whatever. Can I get him to stay? I broke it. I broke it forever. Oh no, I did break it forever. Stay. Stay, Boba. Stay. Monster Movie just joined the Sad Baby Squad. Thank you for subscribing. Now, if you guys don't know, Sad Baby Squad, that's what I call my subscribers because of the 0 to 3 sad babies that approve of most of the toys that I review. Let me grab one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so check this out. I've got the Mandalorian Arvela 7 pack, right? So on all the toys, they put this little, see it right there? 0 to 3 sad babies. So because jokingly in all my videos I would say 0 to 3 sad babies approve of this toy, that kind of became the running gag. And I know a lot of the newer viewers who may not watch all my toy reviews don't understand why I call it Sad Baby Squad, but that's why. And in fact, that's where my droid S4D before BY got its name. Sad. And that's why it has a little teardrop right on the eyeball. I'm going to kind of show you. It's always nice to explain. That's why there's a little teardrop on Sad. And that's why the name is Sad. S4D before BY. Sad Baby. So, yeah, thanks for joining the squad. Grateful Dead Pat says, Dano, you're the man. Awesome that I do that. Oh, thank you. I've been following me for a while. It's just great that I do this for everybody. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here, honestly. Can I get... I want to ask a favor real quick. A favor of you guys. There's about 75 people in the chat, but I only have 38 thumbs up. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up if you're enjoying any of this. Oh, this is a good question. Galen Howard said, what got me started painting shoes? I painted a pair of R2-D2 Toms for my girlfriend at the time as a Christmas present. And one day, my son was sick, and I was home from work, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm not going to make it. I didn't have any paid time off or anything. I was like, well, crap, I got to make money today. I need to figure out a way to make money. And so I took pictures of her shoes, and I put them up on Etsy. And, actually, I did the R2-D2 first, and then afterwards, for another present later, because she liked them so much, I did a pair that was the Disneyland Castle at night, and the other side was World of Color with the fountains. And so those were the 2 shoes. I took pictures of that pair and put them up online on Etsy. And within 1 hour of me listing them, they sold. So I was like, cool, I'm going to repaint that, sell them. And then I started posting things like, hey, if you have an idea, this is some examples of my work, but if you want a custom thing with something different, name a character, name a ride, I'll paint that on there for you. And so it became my side hustle. Side hustle so much to the point where I quit my day job in pharmacy and then just did that all the time. And I was able to stay at home. I didn't have to pay for daycare for my kid anymore. And I could, work from home and do that. And it was fine until I found that I never left the house. And I did leave the house. I'd go to the house to buy shoes or go to the post office. And that was it. And I started getting really depressed and just why am I working 24 hours a day? So that's how I got started painting shoes. I still love artwork, obviously. I always paint and customize everything. But I don't think I'll ever paint a pair of shoes again that's not for myself or for someone I know. But yeah, that's where I got started. What flavor is the Jedi Mind Trick? That is a good question. This is a botanical vodka. It's like Kettle One grapefruit and rose flavored vodka with blue curacao, gives it the color. Velvet falernum, which is like a kind of syrup. Got a, kind of a florally, earthy kind of flavor to it. Lime juice and grapefruit bitters. That's what makes this. If you're curious, look up on my channel, Oga's Cantina, and you'll see that I put the recipe and how to make this up in a video, along with some of the other drinks, 1 other alcoholic and 2 non-alcoholic, and 1 of the food items. So, yeah. Here we go. Rebel Pops. Yo, Dano, not to bring up another channel's drama, but you're great at focusing on the positive Star Wars. I try. How do you react when you see parts of the galaxy far, far away you don't like? I don't really focus on the stuff I don't like. I try to focus on the stuff I do like. And if I don't like it, I just say, you know what? I don't really like that. And I move on. It's definitely okay to not like stuff. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. You'll hear me mention all the time. I don't really like Rise of Skywalker. There's some parts of it that I like. There's a lot of parts of it that I like. But if you were to ask me, do you like that movie? I'd be like, no, I don't think I do. I'll still watch it. And I'll enjoy the parts that I enjoy. But overall, no, I don't like it. But see, there's a difference, right? There's a difference in being not liking something and just being no, I hate it. It's awful. It needs to be burned. Why so extreme? It's okay to not like things and be critical, but you don't have to be awful about it. So, yeah, I just try to keep a level head about stuff. We go. Ryan Sanico says, hope we see Bosk. I hope we see Bosk too. We are 28 minutes away. 28 minutes. Christopher Standard Time says, I have that Rancor. He's being hidden by Jean-Luc Picard. That's cool. Is Nate selling the crocheted porgs? If yes, how do I get them? I don't believe he is selling them. But he's in a lot of the same groups, and he shows up. He posted earlier that he has to get up early for work, so he's going to miss out tonight. But I would reach out to him and see if maybe that's something he'd be into. I can't speak for him, but I don't believe he is. Craft, of course, says, hey, baby, what's going on? Chandler, how's it going? Is that Rancor that came with a little Luke and a bone? I believe it is. I only bought the Rancor. I bought this on eBay a year or 2 ago. I hope we see. Oh, I've never seen that one. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Your wife won a crocheted pork from Nate during a bounty hunt on Life Day. I was there. I remember that. Cool. So we got 69 likes, 87 people watching. Are you guys excited? I'm going to go to the poll. What does the poll say? Do you think this week's chapter will be over 40 minutes? 80% of you have said yes. It's going to be over 40 minutes, while 20% are saying no. Interesting. Very interesting. Will we be able to see Boba Fett ride his new pet? I don't know. Will he? Will we? Are we going to see it? This is what I want to see. I don't think we're going to get it tonight. I think that was a tease. There he is. I think that was a tease that we're going to get in a couple episodes. Maybe the very... Oh, I dropped him. It's official. It's an official Dano channel video. And the Rancor fell. Yeah, no, it's super official. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it because I had to prop his leg open You can kind of see it there. I had to prop his leg open with an Allen wrench because it's loose. I bought it on eBay, and it wasn't in the best condition. It was cheap though, so I was like, that's fine. I'll only use it every once in a while. But he's fallen over. Boba Fett is also. Maybe I can get him to lean back there. You can just lie down on your buddy. That's fine. All right, let's see here. When are we going to see parades back at Disney? Oh, I don't know. I think soon. I think they were prepping for doing that soon. Oh, here you go. They've been doing parades since Halloween. I guess there's your answer. There's your answer. They're already back. They have been. Boom. Rejoice. That's Jennifer. All right, let's see here. Star Wars and sci-fi helped me create my own story. As a writer, Disney is sadly pretty bad. All right. Yeah, you have that opinion. That's cool, man. There you go. Full parades. Kind of want to see Boba ride that Rancor. Do you think we're going to get it this episode? I don't think we will. They've been all about the slow burn with this series. So I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, here we go. Don't forget to hit that like button, party people. You're right. Is that Disneyland or Disney World? I believe they're speaking about Disneyland having the parades back. Cool. Not watch any new Star Wars movie in a while. That's fine. All right. For the electronic Darksaber you did a review back in 2020, is the blade removable? Back in 2020? No, that one is not. I mean, you can unscrew it if you want, but I don't know how well that's going to work for you. Here we go. You should make your own Bartender's Guide to the Galaxy. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Jennifer, what should she add here? I think as elder nerds, we went through such a serious Star Wars drought. We appreciate the good more than hating the bad. Ain't that the dang truth? I think that's what it is, honestly. You know, like, I haven't really thought about it like that, even though I was kind of mentioning it earlier, where I was like, man, we did have a drought. You're right. I think you're right. Lynette Rodriguez, how's it going, Lynette? The only thing that hasn't come back yet is, Phantasmic. Yeah, Phantasmic. All right, let's see here. Patissa. That's the rank. Patissa. The original Rancor. Someone mentioned earlier, are we sad that we don't have Moochie? I was a little sad that it wasn't Moochie. I was hoping it would be. Okay, what do we got here? I want a vintage collection Rancor. I know. I would buy that. I'd back that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Also, I don't think this is related, but since you're mentioning it, Jacko, I would back a vintage collection Bantha. There are some with like real fur and hair on them. Not real like animal fur, but like hair on the figure, like fur, fake synthetic, from Power of the Force, I believe, that I think I might pay for. They're like over $100 though, but it's a Bantha, and I do want one. I do want one. Oh, there's a question. Being that you're a month and a half away from Star Cruiser experience, how many outfits are you planning to take? I'm arriving in the pilot outfit. This one back here. I'm arriving in that. Afterwards, actually the vest, where is it? The vest right here. I'm going to switch into something a little bit lighter for dinner. But that vest has a Max Rebo and Slice Noodles and a couple other patches of Star Wars musicians on it. So I'm going to be a music lover once I've relaxed and come back from my Battle of Crate. After I've mingled in my pilot outfit for a bit and got enough pictures and video, I'm going to swap into something a little bit lighter. And that's going to be what I end the evening in. So there's two. Using that same vest, but with a cape to cover that back patch and the rest of it. And possibly some EVA foam armor, which I've got my EVA foam right here that I need to start working on. And I actually got a heat gun today. So that's going to be my next project. Hopefully I'm going to put a little bit of armor, some arm greaves. I don't want to, I'm blanking. Bracers, whatever. Working on that and having kind of a bounty hunter-ish look with a cape during the day on the excursion. At night, so there's three. At night, something a little fancier, a little nicer. One of the my cool little scarf-collared shirts that I've been wearing in the last couple streams. Something like that. So that's 4. And I think that's it. And then on the last day, I'm not going to wear... I'm not going to wear anything. I think last day I'm just going to be shorts and shorts and a t-shirt. Because I'm going to do a droid meetup in Disney World in Hollywood Studios on that Saturday, my last day. So they're going to kick us out early in the morning. And then, yeah, I'm going to go to the parks right afterwards and hang out. So 4 official outfits is what I'm planning. It might change to 5. I love the live vid with Victoria's Cantina a few weeks ago. Oh, she's so much fun. Isn't she great? I love it. Like, if you guys are fans of toys, I look up to Victoria's channel so much. Like, she has such a good critical eye for toys, specifically vintage collection. I love her outlook on vintage collection and Black Series. I think she's so good at, like, picking out what's good, what's bad, what's wrong. And she has a wealth of knowledge of older figures, because she's been collecting since a kid, basically. And so she has a really good wealth of knowledge as to figures that have been out, whether some things are reissue, what parts are resculpted, she's such a wealth of knowledge. I love it. Let's see here. Wrapped up in PPE gear again at work. Thanks for the positivity and the grave shift. You're very welcome. I'm wrapped up at PPE at work all day myself. The season finale material, Boba Fett on a Rancor versus the unfortunate people not smart enough to nope out of there. I think you're right. Did any of you guys play the Star Wars Xbox Kinect game? It wasn't like with a controller, it was Kinect. So you had the video camera, and you'd do movements. There was one you could do pod racing by moving your arms and steering like this. There was one where you would do dances, like not Dance Dance Revolution, but more like, I don't know, those weird dance games. But it would, like, track your movements, and you'd have to do poses. Silly, weird pop songs done with Star Wars lyrics. But one of the coolest games on there was the Rancor game. And you would just thrash through Mos Eisley or a different town as a Rancor. And, like, your movements would control what the Rancor did on screen. So you could go in there and go, raw, and smash and jump and, like, do that. And it was the funnest. It was so... I'm gonna bust out the Kinect, and I'm gonna have to make a video on it because it's so cool. It's not... I mean, graphics or whatever, but it's just kind of fun and silly thing to do. Really cool game. And you could get different skins for your Rancor. It was the coolest thing. I know Buckethead tonight, but the live is official, but yeah, no Buckethead. I'm going to try to skip some and get a little caught up here. Clearly the Rancor is depressed. We need Danny to come check him out. We do. Saw the Christmas Fantasy Parade at Mary's Nights. There you go. Okay, am I almost... Oh, I'm almost down. It's exciting. Can't wait to see my Star Cruiser coverage. Oh, I hope it's good coverage. So, I don't know if you guys remember my Galaxy's Edge coverage. It was fine, but I did it mostly on my phone, and I was so excited. I am not the best cameraman. I'm not. I film here in my office. 99% of my content is here in my office with a camera sitting right there. My computer's here, camera there. That's it. I don't move. I'll get close-ups on my phone, and that's it. But when I'm out on location in Disneyland, I'm just like, oh, look at this, look at that. In the camera, I'm so bad. I need to slow down. And try and show it all as best as I can, because I'm like, I want to give you guys the best coverage, and I need to practice, and I don't get practice because I'm only here in my office all the time. Manny Robinson, do you like sports? Some. There you go. Use World to support the EVA foam. Use World Warbler? Wood to support the EVA foam on those bracers. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna exactly go through all of it, but it's gonna be a learning process. You should make droid costume that you can wear that looks like a real droid to the droid meetup. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I got 2 tunics for daytime, going with the same Cantonica formal wear for dinner. There you go. Yeah, it was a great video. Really appreciate it and enjoyed it. Which one? I'm not sure which one that's referring to. I don't know. The droid meetup video? Maybe? Have you done a live with Dan Curto? He was on VC as well. Such a great guy. I have not. I'm not familiar with the name. What's his channel name? Because the name Dan Curto does not sound familiar. But what's his channel name? Maybe I know him more by his channel name. I hope they let... I know. I hope I can record everything on the Cruiser too. I really hope I could. I hope droids... So there should be. We know of at least one droid. That's, well, two droids that are part of the Star Cruiser. At least two. Hopefully there's way more. Darth Vader Immortals on the Oculus has got to be one of the greatest, craziest Star Wars games ever played. It's too bad the story's so short. Oh, yeah. I haven't played it yet. We have 2 Oculuses in this house now. I just don't have time to play video games. I wish I did. I wish I did. Stone Monkey. Is it possible to buy a droid outside the U.S.? I don't think so. I mean, you can see if someone in the trading post groups will build one for you. You can pay them for their time, and they'll ship it for you. You got to pay for shipping and all that stuff. But as far as I know, not from an official capacity, no. I've got Sheltie Retrek dress and second dress from them. My Shock Trooper outfit for the daytime. 2 different dresses for September to fit the Grand Captain Suite. It's going to be so much fun for you. Now I need to find that game. It sounds fun. Oh, yeah. You could probably get it cheap. Star Wars Connect is really cool. Really cool. You'll love my GE coverage. Thank you. I'm glad. You know, and a lot of people loved the coverage. But, like, when I go back and watch those videos, the camera work is so bad. And I'm going to be my worst critic, I'm sure. But I just want to improve and do better. And I know this Star Cruiser is going to be, like, it's going to be make or break for a lot of people, like the coverage we put out. And I just want to represent it as truthfully and, like, as good as I can. You know? I don't want people to be like, it looks terrible because my footage is terrible. It's just one of those things that's always irked me about my Galaxy's Edge coverage, that I'm like, I could do better. I know I could do better. Star Destroyers are able to float on water. They could turn the ship into a Star Destroyer if they really wanted, and they didn't get sales. Yeah, no, I don't. It'd be weird. Why would the Star Destroyer be here on Earth? Nope. It should be in space. I like what they're doing. Can't wait for Star Cruiser coverage from you, Ordinary Adventures, and Always Believe Me either. I can't wait for Ordinary Adventures coverage either. They're going on the cruise right before me. So they're getting out, and then a few hours later, I'm getting on. Like, literally, they're leaving the day I'm getting on. And then with the same thing with Always Believe. I think they're doing something like that, too. Could I ask if you got the episode yet, or did Disney move? No, it's going to happen in about 15 minutes. Oh, you know what? It might even happen in about 4 minutes. Let's do Disney Plus. Let me open it up. Because I'm glad you reminded me. I didn't realize it was getting that close. I should probably take a quick break, but whatever. I do not have the episode yet. Still says Chapter 3 on my end. Okay. Let me skip through a little bit. There you go. Totally be a Canto Bite citizen at dinner. Yeah, I'm gonna look a little Canto Bitey. A little bit. Will I be streaming Squadrons again? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I need to take this whole hutch down so that I can include the TV that's on the other side of this room. What you guys see is like half of my room. There's a whole other half of the room. It's a giant TV over there. It's like 75-inch TV. All my video game systems are hooked up there, and I never get to play them. So that's something that I'm going to have to change this year and make a little bit better and more accessible for me. Alright, so I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Is there a video of how to weather and customize a droid? Not that I've made. Well, there was a live stream that I did where I was weathering and painting a droid, but I haven't made one on how to weather and customize a droid, because I'm not very good at recording my process. I don't plan things out. I just make them up as I go. So when I weather these droids, it's not like I sit there with a plan like, oh, I'm going to do this. I just kind of pick up the brush and let things happen. And that's hard for a video, because that's not a good way to teach people how to do things. And be like, well, here's what I made up on the spot. So I don't want to like point people in the wrong direction. I might break it down into smaller pieces of the process. Like, here's a basic black wash. This is what you do with it. Stuff like that. But I don't have a video yet. And I've always wanted to. You love my first zombies build video. I was on Overload. I was on Overload and zero sleep. It's going to be the same vibe for Star Cruiser. I promise you that. I'm going to have zero sleep. And I'm going to be just like, It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Not actually sure what his YouTube name is. I think it would be Dan Curto. Yeah, I'll take a look. I will take a look at that. Alright. Star Wars Kurt. I wonder if you roll up to Star Cruise dressed up like Luke Skywalker, the whole cast has to pretend you're really him? I don't know. The cast has to have had some kind of plan for that, right? By the way, I'm refreshing my my Disney Plus. It still says Chapter 3. Are you going to Star Wars? It's at Disneyland. Do you mean Star Wars Night? Because yes, May the 4th I'll be there. And also during Celebration. Me, my wife, my oldest child, my youngest didn't want to go, so he's not going to go. But me, my wife, my oldest child, and a bunch of Star Wars friends are going to be there during Celebration on May 27th. I'm so excited. And it's going to be even cooler because I will have already been on May the 4th. So I can just have fun on May 27th and not worry about recording things. I could just have fun being the wife hanging out. Like, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And the May 4th is going to be amazing too, but I'm going to have a camera and gear, and it's going to be a little bit more work. While the one on the 27th is just going to be straight fun. I'll still record, but it'll be fun. More fun. I'm going to take a quick break. Well, I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you were here. I should probably have taken a break. Oh, it's up. Chapter 4 is up as of right now. Christian Vanderwalt, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the squad. Jose Paez says it's up. Okay, am I topped off on my drink? I still got more drink to go too. Friends, it's up. It's up. It's up. You ready? You ready? Mohammed, I want to thank you for being here, Mohammed. Thank you for the kind words, sir. It's up now. It's there. It's there. Okay, you're 49 minutes. You ready? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Now, again, I'm not putting it up on the screen. I don't do that. I'm not getting my channel flagged for copyright reasons, okay? We have a deal? Cool. But I'm going to let you know when I hit play. It's loading up. Okay, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, play is what I'm going to do, okay? Ready? I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, play. So, now. 3, 2, 1, play. It's true. He didn't want to go. Oh, I hope to see you too. All right, this is the recap. I'm going to let the recap play. I'm not going to skip it like I did last time. I'm letting the recap play. Just because it was weird timing-wise last time. So I'm letting the whole recap play. It's fine. I'm going to talk through... And again, guys, I talk through this. The whole I react and talk the whole time. So if you don't want to be a part of that, please, I'll see you afterwards. Come back afterwards. It's been too long since you joined the watch party. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Gotta log off. See you later. See you later. There you go. So just to catch up on timing, 49, 50, 51. Oh, no. Go back. Go back. 53, 54, 55, 56. Okay. So you know where I'm at. Maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you there. Okay, we see a little replay of Black Chrysanthemum. 1 minute and 8 seconds, and then 9, minute 10, and 11. Oh, man. Oh, man. The back to flashback. You mean a flashback to? BRB. Okay, here we go. 1 minute 35, 36. We get the Lucasfilm. 37. Okay. I'm not skipping the intro. Oh, boy. William Tate, he totally wants his stapler. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes you guys are like a second or two ahead of me. I think that's what happened last time. You guys were like a second or so ahead of me. So I'm not going to watch the chat as much. There it is. See you on the other side. Okay. I love seeing the banthas. I love seeing the banthas. All right. Oh, interesting. I always wondered where the gate was for the palace, that big door. Again, I'm at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, 11, 12. Oh, this is him first approaching the palace. Gotcha. There's the Nikto gang. Huh. Oh, I love seeing the banthas. I love it. I love it. I need to go to Death Valley soon. I think I might go next weekend. Just drive out there and film with my droids. Just kind of see the Star Wars filming locations. What was he eating? What kind of bird was that? Ooh, bantha tongue. Oh my god. I love that we're getting so much bantha. Oh my god, that's a puppet. That's a practical puppet. Oh, I love it. I love the creatures. I'm such a sucker for Star Wars creatures. Explosion. What was that? Oh, not quite. Man, what the heck was that explosion? Oh, that was Mando. The sound. Oh, okay. Okay. We're picking up. Oh, that was the flare. That was the flare that him and Toro Calican put out. And this is where he rescues Fennec Shand. All right. Of course. Oh my god, this is... What is this? Thanks for subscribing, Arturo. Oh, man. All right, I'm at 5:49. The Gathering Storm. 5 minutes, 53, 54, 55. Okay, cool. It is like a dog begging for food. I love it. I love it. Man. So much bantha. Oh. I like the music. Are you hearing that bass? I'm all about that music. Oh, the cool guy glasses? What is up? That's why she gets a cybernetic stomach. Okay, so they're making this the cybernetic kids from last week pay off. I like this. And this is why he likes them and respects them. That's my guess. That's my guess. Yep, they don't do tattoos. They do mods. I like this. This makes me feel better about last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of like piercings and tattoos, it really is. Aren't you a little too old? Yellow dreads are canon in Star Wars. Little bag of credits. Love it. You should have started with that. Love it. The episode's out. It's already out. Oh my goodness. Fennec can stomach this. Yeah, the music is awesome. Ooh. This is like techno space punk. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is Ludwig Göransson scoring this as well. Just like Mando, I think. Oh, you're a few minutes behind, so you're out. Okay, come back afterwards if you're still up. Now you know how they have the money for the bikes. Yep. I love this little montage. And for timing reasons, I'm at 9:03, 9:04, 9:05. Oh no, they don't close her up? Yeah, that probably hurts. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was that just thumbs up. I appreciate it. The algorithm appreciates it. Oh, he gives her one of the black melons. I think that's what they're called, right? One of these are the guys that helped out DJ Rex. They might be. Well, we know Mubo did too, though. Mubo did. So did he just take her back to the same spot? A mod parlor. They are mods. They're literally mods. I love it. I love it. That's how they ended up with the scooters. They were like, we need to make these modified people. We're going to call them mods. Like, oh, if we're calling them mods, why not give them scooters? Yeah, I think that's right. Don't cover the Greeblies. Don't do it. Don't do it. Peace out, Manny. Peace. The mod squad, yep. Here it is. I'm Boba Fett. Yeah, she's like, yeah, right, you are. Yeah, right. This is where the dialogue comes from. Rescued by the Sand People? He carries that guilt. He carries that guilt. Oh, man. Fire spray gunship. We're getting Slave 1. We're getting Slave 1. Oh, was it in the back? I might have missed it earlier. Oh, man. More bantha. Give me more bantha. I'm gonna order a bantha tonight on eBay. I think I'm gonna do it here in a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Watch the creature stall sells out of banthas this week. Dude, every week after every episode, I've gone onto eBay and bought something. It was either Max Rebo. It was every week. Every week. Oh, I like that. The little mini probe droid thing she's sending. Ooh. Yeah, it is like a drone. Like a modified lightsaber training. Yeah, it is like that. It definitely is. We're now going to see how he gets back to Slave One. For real. I'm trying not to get too distracted. I want to watch it, but I do want to order my bantha. Nobody bid against me. I'm legit trying to find a good deal on a bantha. I love that view. I'm going to turn off. I love the... Oh, and see, the guards had more clothing on back then. Now they're more relaxed, so it's fine. We take off our shirts. It's cool here. They didn't notice it? Hiccup. Oh. So come on, Fett. You fed it. Dogs and cats know where food comes from. Yeah, oh. Shouldn't we wait till we get the ship back? It's true. Gotra. We saw that word in Mando Season 2, Episode 1. By the Gotra. This is it. He's explaining it. Now we know why he is the way he is. I like this. I like this. I like this little... I was getting ready to leave hunting behind kind of business. Alright. Droid comes back. What's he going to do? Like, show the video? Oh, it mapped everything. Okay, so it is inside. Oh, it's not even far from the door. I'm fidgeting. My thingy thing. Okay. There's a lot of guards. That is a ton of guards. I want a chef droid. Me too. Wow. I'm down to my last little bit of my Jedi mind. Oh, what are those insects? I love the creatures. I'm a sucker for the creatures. Yep. Why work for a crime boss when you can become a crime boss? Yeah. 100. Sneak in. Sneak in through the back. Love it. Oh, that's the droid. You are ahead of me, Jeffrey, by a little bit. But I love that. Look at him go. The droids in this show have been amazing. That frog looked familiar. I'm like, do I have one nearby? I think I do. I think I do. Okay, moving that grate's too loud. Okay, yeah, they're... The sous chef droid, that used to be the one who was in charge of enslaving all the droids. You'll soon learn some respect. I love the movement. The cheesy movement. Yeah. All the knives. Oh, yes. 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 I love it. Oh, very General Grievous. Very General Grievous. Oh. Snuck up from behind and took it out. Oh, what are those vegetables? That's what I want to know. Wow. Yep, there was Chef Droid. The one with the knives was Chef Droid. The other one was Sous Chef Droid. But it was definitely, I don't want to look it up now, but it was 9v9 or something like that. There's 88, the other droid, the one who was smelting the feet. And then that's the one who put over, you will soon learn some respect. I just can't remember its name. There are servant droids. Oh, what is that little guy? What is that little guy? What's his deal? He's a tiny little... He's a little worm. See you later, G-Bomb. Come back afterwards. If you're up. Self-destruct? Oh, power down. Interesting. The rat catcher. Yeah. Red cabbage and lettuce. Yep. Okay. I heard a gonk droid. I heard a little gonk, gonk. I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a four-legged gonk droid. I love the variations on these droids. Here's the Gamorreans. Okay. I would love to get a full cosplay of a Gamorrean. Fits my body type. But are they the same ones, though, that he employed? Are they? Are they? Yeah, it makes you wonder why Boba agreed to. Yeah. Why did he hire them, or keep them around? Oh, the Nikto. Okay, little shootout. You're right, there is a lot of dust on the ship. It looks pretty grimy. Pretty grimy. Yeah, get in there. Oh, please tell me he fires it like he does in Shadows of the Empire, where he's like hovering and he's shooting from the two little front cannons. Please tell me he uses them like that. Oh, there's the four-legged gonk again. I love him. I love him. She blew it up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on. Power it up. Oh yeah, power it up. Yeah, how are you going to get it out of there? Oh, wow. Yeah, jump in there now. Oh, no. Yeah, you didn't get the door open, dude. right through a skiff. Ooh. Poor Gonk. Yeah, but what a poor Gonk. I don't know the Gonk song. By Cisco? It's a different song. It's a different song. No, Baba Gonk. Yeah. Ooh. He's doing some damage to that ship. Oh, no. It's weird she held that pose for quite a while. Ooh. Fennec. Fennec. Oh, no, before it closes. Ding. There it is. Drop the gate. Get out of there. This reminds me of playing Battlefront 2 in Jabba's Palace, where you do the ones where you have to, like, guard the power supply or whatever on the way out. I need to play Battlefront 2 again. I really loved it. We're at the halfway point on this show. And we haven't... we had a little bit of flashback, I guess, but not a ton. Or I guess this is all flashback. What am I saying? Too many Jedi mind tricks. Oh my goodness. They're going to Mos Eisley. Wow. Fennec wants to stick around. I love it. I love it. Some scores are better off left unsettled. Yeah. There's the Nikto gang. The Kintan Striders, the official name. The Kintan Striders. That makes sense. I think you're right on that. That probably is James Arnold Taylor. Oh. He is wrecking that gang. Oh. Oh my god, that's beautiful. And the sound. The sound of the Slave One. Wow. Wow. You know it can't be parked in the garage. Uh-oh, I'm seeing spoilers. I'm seeing spoilers. You guys are ahead of me by a little bit. We definitely got Slave One. We definitely are getting... Oh, there's the wreckage. There's the wreckage from Jabba's sail barge. And the Sarlacc. Oh, we're seeing the Sarlacc. There. I think everybody's going to be much happier this week than they were last week. What is he going to do to it? Years ago. Oh. There you go. His armor is Beskar. Very interesting. Oh, I'm so glad we're getting more Sarlacc. I kind of thought we were done and I was happy with it. I was like, yeah, that's fine. But I'm honestly pretty glad we're getting more Sarlacc right now. That is cool. Yep. Going after that armor. Time check? Sure. 2812, 2813, 2814, 2815, 2816. That's where I'm at. Oh, I'm gonna hold back on the chat because I'm seeing some stuff that is ahead of me. Yeah, so when he crawled out. Whoa! Whoa, the beak! Oh, wow. He's just shooting sand. Oh my goodness. We are getting so much more Sarlacc. Oh, hit the button. It's like she's the engineer on Smuggler's Run. You gotta hit the button. That actually, like, is kind of cool that it gives legitimacy to Smuggler's Run. Ooh. You hit the square, hit the button. I mean, maybe it doesn't give legitimacy to it, but, like, that's how I see it. It's when you're an engineer, you gotta hit the little... Oh my goodness. Get out of there. The sound. Oh no. Yeah, get out of there, dude. Wow. Wow. Yeah, to what you're saying, his armor, the Jawas have it, obviously. Which is why he ends up finding Mando. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yup, seismic charge. Oh, did he really? Oh, once it's dead, he crawled down in there. Yup. You're burning, she says. Oh, he doesn't need a back to tank. Oh, man. Scurrier. What is that? Is that like a food? Oh, like a little rodent. Like a little scurrier. Like a little rat. Okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't remember getting out of the pit. Because he might remember the Jawas. But I think he was so out of it and just like weak. Wow. Dude, I know. I want to grab mine. It's like right on the other side up here. I want to grab mine. Like, I have my slave one. Is he saying she's the muscle? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Here comes the offer she can't refuse. Oh, maybe not. Not a bad deal. I'd make that deal. Living with the Tuscans has made him soft. Oh, okay. You can only get so far without a tribe. That's true, though. Oh. I love the re-armored look. The fresh paint. Re-armored Boba looks so good. And that's this song. This song is so good. It's so good. I love it. There's all the pit droids. I need to build a pit droid. I bet that's what we get at Galaxy's Edge next, is a pit droid. You know? We got, yeah, we've been getting all kinds of cool droids. Chopper, battle droids. We get pit droids next, I bet. Oh, what about the scars on the inside? Yeah, don't we all need some help with that? Too real. Like a Yuzum. What's a Yuzum? The mods. I love that they're called the mod. That makes it better. It really does make it better. Oh. More Max Rebo. Can we just get more and more Max Rebo, please? I love... Oh, there's 2 RX droids. Oh, there's all the Trandoshans betting their money. And they're not playing Sabak. I think it's Pizak. Black Chrysanthemum. Santi, what you doing there? Drinking a pitcher, no less. It's like a whole... No, that's not a pitcher. It's a big stein, but still. Oh, just watching the Trandoshans. I like their clothing, though. It's very simple, but I like it. He's not happy. He is not happy. They're absolutely the mod squad. 100%. Those knucks. Look at those spike knucks. He is not pleased about Trandoshans winning. God, he's such a bad dude. Oh, man. Dude, Santi, you need to chill. Woo. He is mad, real mad. Who? Oh no. I was like, that guy's gonna get it bad. Oh my god, love her. Knuckle dusters. That Trandoshan's just like, no, get me out of here. Get me out of here. More civilized times. Who's the actor inside the costume for Santi? They do need a bouncer. Oh, he has a debt? Oh, there's a Hask again. I love the Hask. Right? Her outfits. He ripped his arm off. Had to, though. Had to. I paid his debt. He's like, I got the money for it. Yikes. I'm sorry, but Black Chrysanthemum is a bad dude. It was worth it. Then he just takes off. Back into the music. Okay, Boba's gonna follow him. We're getting more Black Chrysanthemum. Yes. I mean, same. I don't know. He's got scars. Maybe it's the Rock in that working suit. Yeah, can you believe she's 58? I've loved her since I saw her in Four Rooms. That's when I know her from. Wow, 58. Speaking of which, Fennec Shand, Ming Na Wen, looks amazing. Where do they find these immortals? Here we get it. The whole families, all the family. The Aqualish, Trandoshans. They're not Nikto. What are they? I forget their names. I'm blanking on them. Klaatu? Klaatuans. Oh, I love it. The meeting of the families. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, good point. Jeff, the Tatooine has wealth? Yeah. I want to see the Rancor. I'm gonna hold my Rancor. Dude, I dare you to try to kill him and take what you want. I dare you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Those were his claws. Those were his claws. They're having dinner right on top of the Rancor pit. I guarantee you I'm the only watch party who's with someone holding a Rancor. Every week, I guarantee you, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Oh, Garfalaquax. We saw him at the beginning. The joining of the families. The Trandoshan's like, yeah, what's the deal, man? Oh, he didn't get the cooperation of the families? And then I'm coming for your families. Just to remain neutral? That's all he's going to ask for? Oh, no. That's it? Yeah, where's Garfalaquax? So they just got to be neutral? Who's that Klaatu? I abide. He's a sass. You can tell he's got like total sass about it when he's like, I abide. Please tell me he's gonna like have the Rancor chase him down and eat him for being jerks. Come on. He's gonna chase him down with the Slave One. No, he's not. He's up there watching. No way. Wow. Okay. The Pikes would take over the whole planet. That's big. It's the bets on hired muscle sources. Okay. Ooh. Who is the muscle? Mando. You hear they're playing Mando's theme. They're playing Mando's theme. Yes. Mando's the hired muscle. Oh my god. Can you believe it? Next episode, next week. I'm telling you now, next week, we're getting Mando. Oh, that was okay. Yep. That was good. That was damn good. Mando might be in the market for hired muscle services. Yep, he does need credits to buy a new ship. Wow. I'm putting that up in there. Wow. I'm going to put my own chat. Got a new picture too, by the way. Yeah, Draco says, I think we're getting Mando next week. I think you're right. I think you're right. That was fun. That was fun. I can't complain about that. That was a good episode. I got him to stand. Are you going to stand on your own, or are you going to be a jerk about it? Okay, Rancor. You stand. I'm going to put Boba back. All right, guys, pour in your thoughts. Especially now that we've all we're at the point where I think most of us have wrapped up on the episode. Don't do it, Boba. Don't do it. Stay. Stay, you green bastard. Okay, there you go. All right. This episode, Mind Me More Mafia. Also excited, Mandalorian. Yeah. Best part, seismic charge, Black Chrysanthemum ripping the Trandoshan's arm off. For real. Maybe Mando and the squad. That's a weird pairing, but we're getting Mando. Why would they play his theme? Why would they play Mando's theme if not for Mando? Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Actually, I don't know if I would say the best one of the series. The first one is really good. It's up there. This was definitely a redemption from last week. Mando, the way is coming, yes. Maybe many Mandos. Possible start of a new land of Mandalorians. That's a great point. Because right now, Mando is free of Grogu. No more Grogu. But we know, technically, he has rights to the Darksaber. We don't know what happened with it at the end of... He wanted to give it up, but it all kind of got interrupted when Luke came and took Grogu. We don't know who has the Darksaber. We know Bo-Katan wants it. This could be interesting. This could be super interesting next week. Mando, a Rancor, the mods. Yeah, it might be epic. I think you're right. I think next week's going to be insane. Who knows? Maybe he'll get the other Mandos. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to go start this at the beginning. Right? Oh, no. Okay, no, go back. 3, 2, 1, play. Disney logo. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where I'm at. I'm rewatching with low volume so I can see your guys' chats here. Seismic charge is the best sound in the galaxy. You're right. You're right. And just I love that they kept us waiting for the sound. You know, we see it. We know it's going to happen. We know we're going to hear it. And it gives us like a little delay and then... Bwah! So cool. It's still kind of just okay. Maybe you'll feel different when all the episodes are. That's fair. That's fair. I enjoyed it myself. I thought this was one of the best ones. That was good. That was very good. Yeah. Mando. You think it's Mando? Oh my god, I didn't know Ming-Na Wen was 58 as well. Yeah, Ming-Na Wen is absolutely stunning at 58. I hope in 20 years, I'm 38. I hope in 20 years I look just as good. I won't make it 20 years, but we'll see. Melody, you enjoyed it? Ripping arms off instead of having a bar tab wave was great. Yeah. Geonosis was your favorite third act in Star Tours. Geonosis is a good one. He says, Thomas, so true. Man, it's quite a Mandalorians. That's going to be so much fun. I think it's going to be fun if we get a bunch of Mandalorians too. Lynette, you liked this episode the best so far. That's what I'm saying. This might be it might be the best one as far as I'm concerned. It's tough though. I really liked the first one. Only wish Star Tours had blown up the power generator on their path through the new Death Star in that sequence. Okay. Yeah. I guess you don't have to be a Force user to bring someone back to life. I don't. What is that? Expand on that. Bo-Katan will not fight Mando for it yet. Okay. Could Mando have a ship already? Maybe. They want us to buy it. Let the Wookiee rip the arms off and still pay his tab. There you go. Lord Farrak, I know some people feel that it's been slow going, but I really appreciate the backstory info and build up that's all leading. You know what? This episode really made up for and validated a lot of that slower storytelling in the beginning. So I agree with you. Well, the casino lady tried to bargain. She did. What's her name? Garsa Fwip, I think is her name. Garsa Fwip, something like that. I hope I can look that good in 6 years. I think we all wish we could look that good at that age, man. They all look great. Who directed this week? Did anyone catch it? I don't know. Maybe I can see it. I'm gonna try and find it for you. Written by Favreau. Lukey Luke. Produced, co-starring Steven Thundercat Bruner. I don't know who that is. I'm looking through like the previews. I can't tell. I see designers. Yeah, I don't know yet. It'll be out there soon. If anybody caught it, put it up in the chat. I think a part of what I like in the series, all the backstory, it's all the things we all wanted to know about Boba Fett. Yeah. He said he was dying, not dead. There you go. Do you think he's going to get... I absolutely think Mando's going to be part of that muscle. They played his theme. Really loving Sanctuary scene. Yeah, I like the Sanctuary a lot. Hear me out. Especially Hasbro. Sanctuary playset. 3.75 inch scale. Sanctuary playset. I'm in. I'm into it. I want one. Black Crescented's actor is apparently listed as Carrie Jones, although some say it's speculation. Oh, interesting. I know you heard that Mando theme at the end. Yep. Show did. How cool would it be if... don't get me started. That would be the coolest if we saw Starspeeder 3000. I would personally lose my mind if they're... Oh, come on. I would lose my mind. Alright, actually that was the first Death Star. It would have explained why it wasn't ready for so long. It was under construction during the end of Revenge of the Sith and wasn't operational until Rogue One. Are you talking about with Star Tours? Or I don't know. Did the Vespa kids... Nope, they did not. There's no bargaining with a Wookiee. There's no bargaining with a Wookiee. You just let him do what he wants. Yeah, I think you're right. Enjoyed the comedy with the droids. That was funny and definitely something younger viewers would enjoy. And, they kind of... They give something for everybody in this show, which is that hard balance. Like, it can't just be straight up brutal violent. It's Disney Plus, right? Like, we have to have, like, some expectation that, like, wait, it's Disney Plus. They're not just going to be straight up brutal and violent. They're going to be fun and funny. It's Star Wars. It's always been like that. Would love to see Starspeeder 3000 in Sky. Yes. There was a lot of backstory to develop, but it was needed. I like it. This episode, like, I've liked it, but not loved this series so far. This might have brought me back into that love territory. I really do. Like, this is good stuff. This is a lot of good stuff. Lots of folks have a bone to pick with the Pikes. I think you're right. Thundercat is a musician known for playing bass. I wonder if he played bass at all in that... Was that the guy with the dreads? Was that the guy with the yellow dreads? Because there was crazy bass going on before they went in there. Okay, there's something to unpack. There's like something to unpack there. I know there is. I know when you say that, Thundercat is a musician known for playing bass. If that's the dude with the yellow dreads who's part of the people who do the mods, that would explain why there was really cool music during that scene and all that crazy bass going on. I didn't see the biker kids. No, didn't see him. Robert Rodriguez. Oh, was it Robert Rodriguez? New droid with the chef droid. Love it. Yeah, no, that was cool. All the knives. Good to finally see Black Chrysanthemum in the cartel. We didn't get Bosk like you'd hoped, but can't deny Mando reference for episode 5. Yeah, that's undeniable. Possible fire spray sold off to Mando. Ooh, new paint job? New paint job? Oh, I'm hearing the bass now. I'm hearing that bass now. We got rabbit droids. Yeah, the weird rabbit droid. Like the sous chef and the LEP droid. If they put a star speeder in, it would be seen when panning over the bait. Yeah, you're right. It'd be one of those grand sweeping city shots. Who jumped in the Sarlacc? Bryce Dallas Howard is the director. Is that confirmed? I like it. I like it. Oh, I'm also seeing Kevin Tanchero, and I'm not sure who that is. I wouldn't want anyone besides Boba and his crew protecting my town. That's fair. Kind of a General Grievous reference with the chef with the... That's what I said as it was happening. I was like, oh yeah, very Grievous. Very Grievous. Yep, Yellow Dreads was Thundercat. Wouldn't be surprised if that was a track he made for the show. Exactly. There was some crazy bass going on when he was outside of the shop. Or even during the whole scene. I'm hearing it now. There's some funky bass. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, Kerry Jones is one of the 2010 Predators. So he does carry himself kind of like the way the Predators do. I could see that. I could see that. There it is. Directed by Kevin Tancheron. Yeah, I'm not familiar either. Not familiar. People have been asking for Boba to be more brutal. Will he gun down the entire Nikto gang? Yeah, great point. Great point. Yeah, that was the Mandalorian theme song. They played it twice, at least that I heard. Maybe even 3 times in this episode. A new paint job and name for the fire spray? They could get rid of the Slave 1 name that way. You're right. If he handed it over to Mando, Mando gets a new ship. They get to rename it. But would Boba Fett get rid of that ship? That ship's got history. That ship has history. Her and her might be related. Who? Which her? Awesome episode, says Crizzy. Boy, 104? Yeah. Man. This was a fun episode. Again, I'm always like in the moment when I watch them. I'm always like, I loved it. This was great. I loved it. I loved it. And then when I go on the rewatch, then I'm like, okay, I kind of had a problem with this. You know, then it hits me. But I don't think I'm gonna have as many of those with this episode. I really liked a lot of this. Slave 1's maybe your favorite ship in Star Wars. That's fair. Oh, not if Fett has Slave 2. All right, you're right. You're right. I feel like hopping on a Battlefront 2 just to fly Slave 1 now. I know. I was saying earlier, I'm itching for Battlefront. I want to play Battlefront again. Mando can rename the Slave 1 the Grogu. That'd be weird. That'd be weird. I don't think he would. It'd be funny, but I don't think he would. You can't stand the mods? Oh, okay. That's fair. I get it. I get it. Carrie Jones' name's in the credits. It's not speculation anymore. There you go. Omar. Yes. I absolutely think Mando's going to show up in the next episode. Why would they play his theme 2-3 times? Oh, Kevin Tencherain, I'm not sure how you say that, did Mortal Kombat. The new one? I didn't mind the new one. It was fine. I had fun with it. Mando theme in the end, though. That arm rip always let the Wookiee win. Always. You're right, Kurt. Always. Hasbro needs to rethink and release the Rancor. You're right. So I've got mine. I've got my Boba. We're going to get this too. Maybe not the next episode. But this is his litter. This is gonna be Boba's litter rolling through Mos Espa. I can't wait. I can't wait. Will you do it? Will you sit? Okay, stay, Rancor. Your point is Disney wants to get rid of the name Slave One, and they could do it organically. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a decent way to do it. What is my watch is like, stand your butt up. I didn't take a break or nothing this time. Man, with the Bantha and the Rancor, Boba really... Look, he really does like creatures. And I love that side of him. I honestly really like that side of Boba. Because I've always been an animal lover. Always been a big-time animal lover. So, that's cool. I like that Boba is like a big animal nerd, too. Awesome episode, says Bronxborn Blading. I agree. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Bryce Dallas Howard might be related to... Oh, hey, that's cool. Might be. Bubba would loan Mando Slave One, but not give it, I don't think. Okay, I see that. How adorable was the little droid Boba was chasing around the kitchen, the little rabbit one? I don't think we've seen that droid before. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, hello from Argentina. Hello, Sampe. Just saw the episode and you're screaming. It was so much fun, right? I liked it. I liked it a lot. I did. Hoping we see more of those Mandalorians we saw in the cave in Season 1 of Mando. They're still around. Andrew Lee. Calling the muscle of Mando. He brings the whole covenant, or whatever they're called. I forget what it was. He brings that whole group. The heavy Mando. The armorer. You might be onto something. And imagine how epic that would end this show. People would lose their minds. You might be onto something. Bubble will die soon. He's shown to be old. Interesting. Jennifer Beals, though. Oh my goodness. Yes. I mean, she's always been beautiful, but wow. Yeah. Mando's, and then, you know what? I bet they tease it out. I bet we see Mando, like Din Djarin, next episode. But I think we see Mandalorians, plural, 2 episodes away. If you could have any of the cyborg parts, which one would you want? I think the eye things look cool. I would probably be like... I know I've got one over here somewheres. I would do... And I'm actually thinking about modding these somewhat and putting some EVA foam and building out something a little bigger just to hide the edges. But something like this, I like. And I think I can make this Star Warsy and probably wear that to the Star Cruiser. So I would go with the eye stuff. Predictions for Boba's muscle. Mando, Bo-Katan, Mandos, Mayfield, Cobb, and Vanth. And Cobb Vanth. I think that's a good prediction. That's solid, man. Solid. Omar said, I really like the droid. Reminded you of General Grievous. Yep. Covert. That's what the word is. Covert. How cool would we have a new covert spring up in Jabba's palace? I like what you guys are thinking tonight. Don't touch my buttons again. But did that remind anyone else of Smuggler's Run? Like if you're the engineer and you have to like hit the blinking button. A Star Wars collector, love the name. I did think the Mandalorians, including Mando, will be part of the muscle, but I didn't notice the Mando theme song. Oh, it's there. It's you hear the flute. It's there a couple times, especially when he says muscle. Right afterwards, it plays. Like he says, I'm Boba Fett. He knows it carries weight. Yeah, 100. Amazing episode. Sad about the lack of Danny Trejo. You know what? That's fair. I do want more Danny Trejo. I do. Your French bulldog looks like a rank. Oh my goodness. Look at that cutie. Love it. I'm such a dog nerd. I love dogs. And mine are asleep. I'd bring the goose in here, but it's late. Bo-Katan and the Mandos still need funds to help, and the help of the Fett crime syndicate to retake Mandalore. Mutual deal. I like it. I like it. Boba Fett, the new Beastmaster for Star Wars. I'm all for that. I do want to see him. He's going to ride the Rancor. He's going to ride the Rancor, and it's going to be badass. There's no, like, come on. There's no way they hint at that and don't give us that by the end. And he's just going to wreck shop with the Rancor. And we're going to get Danny Trejo back. I know we will. Seen the Rabbit Droid in the cartoons. There you go. Rabbit Droid is also seen in Clone Wars. Cad Bane. I think that was a little different than Toto or whatever the heck his name was. I could be wrong. Very similar, but I think it was a little different. Let's not forget about Boba has Space Machete training his Rancor. Talk about muscle. That's true. That is so true. Bo-Katan is the same person. Yep. Katie Sackhoff did the voice and plays her in real life. Fett was Kid in Attack of the Clones. It's about 25 years later. I think based on the age of Luke and Leia. Yeah, I think that's right. I think you're right. Mod parts I want. A new back. Mine is killing me. You know what? I could probably use that too. I should. My eyes are fine. I probably could use a new back. You wouldn't want the wrist torch. Oh, the wrist torch was cool. But no, I'd probably... I'm going to go with the back. My lower back kills me sometimes. Love the Sonic Mine sound. Yep. I believe Sasha Banks has filmed scenes for this show. And that would include... Well, so that would include... You would think, yeah, Bo-Katan would probably be in it if Sasha Banks' character... Well, I'm blanking on the name. I'm like, I have one right here. What is her... why blank on the name? Casca Reeves. I was like, I know I have the figure nearby. Casca Reeves was Sasha Banks' character. You like the goggles? Me too. I got them on Amazon. I forget the name. But they're pretty cool, right? And they light up. I'm just gonna wear these for a little bit. I'm part of the mod squad now. Good night. Good night, Kinser. I swear if the new Rancor dies, oh no, do not hurt the Rancor. Don't do it. Toto flew, not a rabbit droid. There you go. Also thinking Boba would unite all the Tusken tribes. Ooh, that could be very interesting. It could be very, very interesting. Boba will ride the Rancor like a bantha. Yeah. I hope the Hutts continue to be part of Disney's Star Wars sagas. Me too. And they kind of have been. They were in Resistance. They've been through Clone Wars. The Hutts are a major part of Star Wars. Oh, you're thinking more like Paul Atreides and the Fremen? Okay. Like uniting the tribes? Will we see Sasha Banks dancing? I don't know about dancing, but... Yo, bro, excited for the next episode? I think we're going to see Mando. I think we are. Gotta leave. Have a good night, Jeffrey. Thanks for hanging out all night tonight. Oh, no, say gotta leave. I just read the beginning. Gotta leave Huts for Season 2. Once Fets clean up the planet, they might want to tattoo. I thought you were heading out. 2 a.m. Time, see? Tom's heading out. Time to hit the back to tank. See you next week. See ya. Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. here. There you go. Desert power. Desert power. So happy no Banthas died. And there were too many. Too many Banthas died the last few episodes. Or whatever with the train. Too many. I'm taking these off. I'll probably only wear those for too long. Boba needs to get Beskar armor for the Rancor. Yeah. Muscle, maybe Captain Rex and Wolf and other surviving clones? That's a lot of Tamora Morrison. It's a lot of Tamora Morrison. Omar, you gotta go. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Need to take the goggles to Star Cruiser as part. I think I will, but I want to add stuff to them. I want to add, like, I don't want them to look like this. I want the light up part, yeah, but I don't want the sides to look like that. I don't like that as part of the outfit. I want more, so I need to add something to the front. Maybe it pops out a little bit, like a visor with greebly. I don't know. But I want to mod these to look a little bit different. But I will probably bring them. Oh, there you go. Well, we see Jennifer Beals dancing. She's sort of famous for it. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Good night, Melody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Glad you and Tom are here. Victor Mayers, there was Bantha Bones, though. But yes, no on-screen Bantha deaths. You're right. David says, great episode. That was great. That was so much fun. Guys, if you are new or joining the chat now that you're here, do me a favor. Can you hit the thumbs up button? I've got 96 thumbs up. Let's get it over 100. And 1 thumbs down. Who thumbs this thing down? What's your problem with me? See? There you go. Got to get those light. You know what? I'm going to find them for you guys. Okay? Since we're here hanging out, I'm going to find the light up goggles for you. It's 1 a.m. All my lights turned off. Light up goggles. I know I've purchased some. I think these might be them. Those are not them. Those are not them. I'm going to look at the ones that I ordered specifically, because I know those are good. And it was 2019. So I have to look in 2019. I've had these for a while. I will find them. Do LED. Sorry to be boring. Where the heck are they? It's not under there it is. There it is. There it is. Cyberpunk LED visor glasses. All right. I don't know if you guys can click this, but I'm putting it in the chat right now. There's my affiliate link. How did it come up? I'm looking. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm going to put it in again. Oh, you can click on it. There it is. I dropped it twice. There's the link to those exact goggles. All my lights turned off, so let me go back in. Turn my lights back on. Hello, lights. Turn back. This is when you run your entire office off an app. It's a little better. There we go. Lights are back. You found some for light. There you go. Light up glasses. He knows where he was dropped off. Boom. Maybe Din Djarin would be this show's Luke moment. I think that's it. I think you're right. I think you're right. That's a weird thing. I'm not gonna put that one on the screen. Weirdo. Oh, we got 109 likes. That's awesome. That's. Would they cross-dress Deborah for Omega? They'd bring Daniel Logan on, I think. Maybe. Bring Daniel Logan on. What are your theories for how Boba will get a hold of Mando? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know that I have a specific theory. He's going to have to travel, right? He's going to have to go over there or figure... I mean, we don't even know where Mando is. He probably has like a space phone. Ring him up. Hello, you know? I think it's going to be that simple. I don't think there needs to be too much into the how, as much as like, oh no, I've called reinforcements, and then turn the corner, and then there they are. You know, it's going to be something like that, and then we're going to see the new ship. Maybe. That's my guess. Cyborg. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. You guys got the link. Cool. Thank you. If you guys use that link, I get a commission off of it. So, much appreciated if you use that link. That's what keeps this channel going. That's what keeps this cool stuff on the screen, like Mr. Rancor here. That's why this room looks the way it does, from people using my Amazon links, from people sitting through ads here on the channel. So it's always much appreciated if you guys do. And you don't even have to buy this. If you use that link and you buy other stuff on Amazon, as long as you started with my link, I get a credit for it. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. It only helps support the channel. So much appreciated if you guys do that. You found some. Does 7 colors. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's better than these. Use that. All right. Yep. Call them up on the comms. I think that's going to be how it happens. I think that's good. Is Harrison Ford doing a cameo? I don't know. I heard rumors that he was, but they're rumors. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? When am I doing Star Cruiser? March 3rd. I'm on the second voyage. Second voyage. I wonder how season... I forget how season 2 of Mando ended. You should probably rewatch. Oh, you should rewatch. It's always fun. I rewatch them pretty regularly. Boba Fett to Mando, execute Order 66. Yep. Boba needs to call 1-800-MANDO. Oh, Mando probably still has Gideon's ship. You think Mando's rolling out in that big old thing? And the Empire isn't onto him? Or the remnants of the Empire isn't onto him? That'd be interesting. That'd be cool. But, I don't know. Dude, Mando, if Solo comes out in Book of Boba Fett, is he young or old? I think if they do, it's going to be Harrison Ford, and they de-age him. Mondo, if you're free and want to jump on, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Just, you have the link. Or if you want me to send it to you, send me a message. I'll send you the link. You found him on Etsy. There's a video. Are we talking about the glasses? The goggles? Cool guy goggles? Fancy cyberpunk LED goggles. It would be shortly after Return of the Jedi. So it would be Harrison Ford, but he would look a little younger. I mean, much younger than he does now. Bo-Katan took Gideon's ship. Do we know that for sure? Do we? My little goggles are starting to, I'm calling them goggles now, are starting to flicker a little bit. I need to change the battery. I gotta change that battery. Awesome watch party. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Mando cameo will be awesome, but I don't think he'll be the Luke moment. Maybe it won't be Han, but Chewie would be great. Chewie and Black Chrysanthemum in the same room. Let me tell you. All right. Jeff says maybe Mando would trade Gideon's ship for Slave One. Fett might need something a crime boss would use. Mando needs bounty hunter ship. Hey, that's a good trade. I like that. Jedi Outlaw says going for 1 day D23 Star Wars. Wait, going for 1 day for D23 Star Wars Celebration. What day? Those are two different events. What day would you pick? Oh, yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. If it's D23 and it's 1 day, I'd go for the Saturday. Same with Celebration. If it was Celebration, I would only go for the Saturday if I only had 1 day to go. I didn't know they had extra Celebration tickets on sale, which is cool if you found some. I'm going to be at Celebration for the whole thing. I don't think I'm going to D23. I just don't. I don't think so. It's not worth it for me this year. Any word on Bosk? I think you mean Dengar. And unlikely Cad Bane joining Boba's Muscle Squad. It would be cool, but I don't think so. I don't think they're setting us up for that. It seems less and less likely that they're setting us up for that. We left with put it back up. We left with Mando's on Gideon's ship. Luke took off in the X-wing, and Fett killed Fortuna. Yeah. Mando offered Bo-Katan as part of the deal. Did he? Bosk would be amazing, and Cad Bane would just be next level. Dude, Cad Bane would be next level. But is it too much Cad Bane? Since we just got him in Bad Batch? Is it too much? Found a light up face mask. Good for the bar on Star Cruise. Yeah, that sounds cool. You are very welcome, Jedi Outlaw. Very, very welcome. Cad Bane may have bad blood with both Boba and Fennec. And it could be interesting. But I think maybe that's more of a Season 2 move, if they're doing a Season 2. I don't think it's been confirmed if they will. Oh, see, there you go. If Cad Bane does make a cameo, it won't be till Season 2. I feel the same way. If there's a Season 2. I don't think it's been confirmed. You took the refund on Celebration time. Kind of have regrets. It was hard to commit. Yeah, no, I almost did. I almost took a refund on Celebration tickets. I took a refund on Star Wars Night at Disneyland, so I had to rebuy those this week. So I'm like hurting. I'm like, ooh, because I bought for May the 4th for me by myself, and then for May 27th during Celebration, we're doing Star Wars Night. Me, my wife, and my son, and those were like $175 each during Celebration. It was $135 for May 4th, which was way better, I guess. But it's only like 4 hours from 9 o'clock till 1 a.m. Yikes. We can get in 3 hours early. I understand. I'm going to get there at 6 every day. But yikes. I don't think they've gone up for sale yet, Jennifer. They'll be through Light. I think it's Lyte, Light. If they do and when they do. But yeah, I don't think they've announced any new sales yet for Celebration. Could we see Cara Dune? I don't think it's likely. Maybe. It's possible. But I feel like Disney's kind of good with that character for now. I think they're like, we're fine. We're fine on that character. All right, let me make sure here. Okay, we're good. Man, oh man. Yep, not unless they recast. And I don't think they will. I don't think they're in the business of wanting to recast that character. Just move on. Jealous that short time and price of 5 is too rich for my blood. Yeah. Yeah. All right, where are we at here? All right, friendos. Let's just... Everybody seemed to really enjoy that episode, right? I'm going to end my poll, because we were right. 72% of us said it was longer than the 40 minutes, which we knew that for a minute. Let's ask another poll. Okay, come on. Let me make a poll. Let me refresh my page here. My internet's being funny. Come on. Okay, new poll. Did you enjoy tonight's chapter? Yes. No. Very simple. Okay, new poll. Did you guys enjoy tonight's chapter? There's about 58 of you. I want all of you to vote if you can. If you can. Vote. Let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy tonight's chapter? Yes or no? This is a yes for me. Tonight is a yes for me. Actually enjoyed that very much. I think it made up for last week. And it made it better. It made last week's episode better. I think that's really, really cool. Like, it's neat when they can do that. I never finished looking for my Bantha on eBay. What does Kurt have to say here? How did they know which way that seismic charge was going to explode in the Sarlacc pit? Yeah, that's one of those moments you have to suspend disbelief for a minute and be like, okay. Yeah, it could have gone off vertically and destroyed the ship. You're right. You're absolutely right. It could have. Where are we at here? Okay, so we got 30 votes. There's 58 people watching. 30 votes. About half of you have voted. Go ahead and vote in that poll if you can. I'm curious to see how you guys here in the chat are doing and how you felt about that episode. Right now it's 97% of you saying yes. So we know half of you liked it. 3% are saying no. So that's like one person saying no. Who's the holdout? Pipe up in the chat if you're the one who's like, no, I didn't like it. Great episode, but wanted more machete. Danny Trejo teaching Bo. I think we're going to get that next episode. They're going to bounce that. They got to balance. So much better. Definitely made up for last week, as well as help move the story forward a good deal. Yeah. And we needed that, right? Didn't we need that this week? The first 3 have done their little chunks and done their thing, but this week was we needed it. If it didn't happen this week, I think it would have been a bad look for the show. So I'm glad we got it. Let's see here. Neftali Cavazzo says, hell yeah, Boba got his payback and the flashbacks are finally done. Liked him, but won't miss him. Yeah? You're right. I don't think we're going to get any more flashbacks. I hadn't thought about that. But I think you're right. I don't think we're going to get more flashbacks. Maybe something. But I think they're done. Then Jaren better be popping up with that music tease. Yep. Lots of droids featured in this episode. Which one is my fave? And which one will show up at Droid Depot? The one with all the axes or the hatchets and the chopping blades? I don't think that'll actually show up in the Droid Depot. It might. We got the fairy droid accessory. It's back up there. My fairy droid sitting on top of my lamp. Maybe we'll see something like that. There's been a lot of droids. That was the coolest one, I think. Is there still a flashback to how he tracked down the armor? No, he got it back from... or how he tracked it, maybe? Maybe how he tracked it to Cobb Vanth. You're right, because he was watching and he knew Cobb Vanth had it, which is why he showed up to Mando after he took it. So there is something there. Him and Cobb Vanth. Really enjoyed hanging out with all of us tonight. Your first live watch party. I'm glad you were here. I know we're not done, but Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you were here for this. Regular guy Jedi. I'll be back next week. I will absolutely be doing this next week. I have fun hanging out and chatting with you guys. It's always a ton of fun. If you're not subscribed here already, which I know there's some people who watch my videos and aren't subscribed yet, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Join the Sad Baby Squad. Hit the little... Use the force on the bell, though, to make sure you get all those notifications. That way you don't miss out on the lives, as well as the regular videos. In all reality, I'm glad we have anything for Star Wars past the first 6 movies. But some was great, and others are great. I agree. I get it. My lights went back out. Why have my lights... Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I got sidetracked by a weird post in the droid group. Lights back on. Shiba, I don't know how to say it. I liked it, but don't think there was any big moment or fight scene beside the Sarlacc. Okay. Kind of nice to have the flashbacks out of the way as well. You're right. Think they should release a rabbit droid in the droid depot. Next episode has to be build up for the finale. Well, we got 3 more. Today was 4. We have 3 more. 3 more. I want a droid drum kit. Yes. This week was final fill-in for backstory. I think so. No, that's not the one I put. Oh, no, I did. That is the one I put. Probably the last flashbacks would be Boba seeing Cobb Vanth with his armor. Yeah, but it would be very minor. But I think you're right. Sous Chef droid was pretty cool. Yeah. EV8, I want to say, is the droid, the one that was labeled Sous Chef. Let me just see. EV99 is the droid that they labeled Sous Chef, but originally in Jabba's palace was EV99. Diz Neatsland, thanks for hitting that subscribe button and joining the Sad Baby Squad. Much appreciated. Danny Trejo always plays the bad guy. No, I mean, he was kind of the hero in Machete, right? You're out as well. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out tonight. This was a blast, says Jennifer. Well, I'm glad you had fun. I was glad you made it this time around. I hope I see you next week. I'm starting to lose my voice. My lights have already told me twice. They're like, dude, time to call it. I'm going to read these last couple chats. Hit the thumbs up before we end this thing. As of right now, 96% of you enjoy this episode. It's 45 votes. 4% say no. We got 58 people watching. 45 votes. That's most of you. Love seeing Boba settle some. Of course. I didn't find my... No, I'm gonna sleep on the couch because my wife's upstairs in bed and I don't want to wake her up. She has work. Well, we both have work in the morning, but I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. Put this episode back on again and rewatch it while I fiddle around on my phone and try to buy a bantha. That's the realest thing. That's literally what I'm gonna go do. How did you feel about Tamura having to tell us the series gets better? Because I feel it's sad that he felt he had to. He didn't need to do that. But it's sad that he felt the need to, if he really did. I saw some of the footage of it, but like I don't know when exactly that was recorded. I don't know. Either way, I feel like he didn't need to do that. You've really enjoyed the watch party. It's been a lot of fun, as well as been nice to be a part of the community. Well, I'm glad you're part of the community, Lord Firehawk. Thank me for... Oh, well, you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. He was the uncle in Spy Kids, says Ikne Bob. He was Uncle Machete, which is kind of funny. They still have the same name. Oh no, late to the party. It's all right. We already watched it. If you've watched it, let us know your thoughts. I am going to end fairly soon, though. I'm going to end in a little bit. Miscounted episodes end, so next week, Rancor writing montage. I think we end with the Rancor writing. Oh, maybe Rancor training. I think next week might be Rancor training. Mm-hmm. Well, glad to see you here, friend. Jeff, still wonder why that tentacle that grabbed Lando was so weak. Oh, that's a good point. The one that grabbed Lando's leg and he lit that noise was not strong enough to pull a whole ship down. It was pretty weak. That's a good point. It's a very good point. Always a blast watching with you guys. Boba is your favorite character. That's cool. Good night, John Ramos. Next week will be, there you go, writing montage episode. Kurt, this is fun. Sir, always great to see you here. Be safe out there. May the Force be with you. Or may the Force have with you? Guys, okay, I'm going to end it. The poll was good. We got about 55 people here. Can you do me a favor? If you haven't already, pretty sure all of you have. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. I will see you sooner than next week. I'm going to make some videos, get them out for the rest of the week. Probably 1 or 2 this week until I see you next time for the Chapter 5. Chapter 5, Book of Boba Fett. This is a good night. It was a good party. Guys, you guys are the greatest. You're the best community. I love you guys. Until next time, you know the rules. Don't be a moof milker. Be the spark. Good night. Morning. Good morning. And good night.